on YouTube.
I'm talking to you.
Shout out to the.
We were talking shit. I was like,
we're not homies today. You and me, we ain't.
We're live today. We're live right now. They had to take the wheel of the ship because it's going off board.
Oh, wait, time. What's going on in the listen, Linda. Kick, y'all gotta, y'all commenters that be talking the shit y'all be talking, y'all gotta relax.
What are they saying?
Just fucking relax.
Yeah, they're going crazy at the kick chat.
Oh. Yeah, what are we talking about?
Crazy about what?
Should we read it?
Yeah.
Should we read it?
Yeah, give me some.
No, because you don't just read stupid shit. It's just we can't just read stupid shit.
Oh, that kind
of. And then
stupid.
there's like over the top shit. First off, I don't know how many times we got to make this shit clear. We just do dope interviews. We meet people. We have dope relationships with people. And outside of that, like whatever people do with their personal lives, obviously we try to look out for people and we're just naturally kind of like that. You know what I mean? Where we care about people. But whatever people do in their own personal lives or time is fucking completely up to them. I couldn't give a fuck. So don't come over here bitching like I'm going to give a fuck. I'm not going to give a fuck. I don't care.
Yeah.
All right. And then, Orlando, you definitely fucked up by not going live on YouTube. Like, I'm sitting there. I'm like, what? You sent us the link and you still didn't go live on it?
I thought I was waiting on the queue, bro. I was waiting on the queue.
Okay, we're good. We're here.
All right. And anyways.
Chad, how we doing? How we doing, YouTube?
Anyways, here's how I look at Belly based off of what I know today. And I could honestly say that there's some movies that I do need to revisit because I didn't ever give it a full-blown effort to watch the movie. I thought the color it's like a really dark movie. Like the contrast, whatever, the blue, the red, that's what I picture in my head right now.
But to Kato's point, that was like
we weren't watching that shit.
Exactly.
We weren't watching that shit on a flat screen TV.
You gotta remember, I started that off.
You were watching that
by
shit on a
saying,
big ass TV with the ass on it. Okay.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, listen to what I prefaced it with. As a grown man, I got to rewatch it again. So yeah, I definitely watched it I probably watched the bootleg tape. To be honest with you,
I watched it
a couple
in the
times.
theater, like opening type weekend.
I didn't even know that shit was in the theater.
Yeah, man, it's 98, bro. I was 18 years old, man. I was there, bro. I was there.
Right.
I was 13.
When he sits down with the ox, the Jamaican cat, and he makes the link with the boy, and you gonna tell me that's a whack scene? That's a whack plot?
I didn't say none of that. Well,
there's good scenes. There's good scenes.
Actually,
when they go to the nightclub,
if we go in there, the movie, I'm gonna tell you when the movie starts flop. The movie starts to flop as soon as they kill Ox. As soon as Ox dies, the momentum and everything about the movie starts to die down. I've seen it enough times, bro.
At least they didn't beat you down with a part 2.
There was a part 2.
There was a part 2.
Game made a part 2, and that shit was horrible.
And I love the game.
Horrible.
And I love the game. I love the game. So easy.
Well, I ain't defending the game or the movie either.
That was a bad movie.
Anyway,
but the first 45 minutes of Belly is classic, bro. It's great.
What's up, Chad? What's up, Jose? But yeah, I mean, Belly is a great movie. I'm all with it. But and it is one of those movies that I saw multiple times. So the topic was what's the movie you guys seen the most? So I think that's definitely arguably
next Friday,
one of those.
Finding Nemo, Scarface,
Friday,
Harry
Finding
Potter.
Nemo?
I can't. If you got kids and a girl or a girlfriend,
I'm sure you've seen a lot of cartoon movies.
I did watch Finding Nemo probably like 3 times. Actually, you might be right.
Despicable Me.
Damn, that shit just fucked me up.
If you're talking about numbers,
Homeward Bound.
Oh, that was one. For me, it was the Goofy movie.
Oh, Maximilian.
Bro, I could rehearse that movie from front to back, bro. I literally, some of the best music in cartoon history.
Oh yeah, like
that's so good.
That's a big time movie.
I used to rewatch that scene that you just sang mad times over and over.
I thought I was gonna be Maximilian,
bro. I wanted my name to be Max,
and I loved her. What was her name again?
Roxanne.
Roxanne. Oh
Roxanne with the hips. She had hips.
Yeah. Roxanne had it going on.
She was a fly little thing.
Yeah, don't sleep on Roxanne.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sleep on Roxanne. But Dangerous Minds, New Jack City.
New Jack City, definitely, bro.
Mrs. Doubtfire, Home Alone.
Damn,
there's a lot.
Whoa, he's just making me realize that I'm actually
Home Alone
lying.
is one of those. We watch it every Christmas.
Yeah, he
It's
just
a
made me
Christmas
realize
movie.
that I'm lying.
Yeah.
Because Miss
movies out
Doubtfire
there,
is definitely, I watched that a lot.
I saw the Titanic a lot. I saw.
Damn.
I
Gone
seen
in
Coming
60
to America.
Seconds.
I
Gone
seen
in
Coming
60
to America
Seconds.
a
I
lot.
watched
Coming to America is damn near a
Coming
Christmas
to
movie too.
America.
Yeah.
I've seen Stuart Little more times than I'm willing to admit. You know what I'm saying?
That was a good one.
I'm
too,
a
though.
real thug, nigga, but I've seen Stuart Little a lot of times.
Yo, shout out Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes, shout out.
Somebody
Phoenix.
said Gladiator, great movie.
Gladiator was dope.
300, great
Yeah.
movie.
300, yeah.
100.
I don't know who Stanley Kubrick is, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I probably do.
Legend.
Did we shout you
Bad
out, Jose?
Santa.
Did we shout
Yeah, I
you
shouted
out?
him out, shouted him out.
Okay. Full Metal, The Shining, Eyes Wide.
Chat
you know
is
what movie?
cooking.
You know what movie I really liked is the movie. What's the little lady's name? Sally Field.
Sally Field.
Right? Sally Field is in a
Little
movie.
lady.
Dennis the Menace is a movie I watched a lot too, but
You were Dennis the Menace.
I was Dennis the Menace. Michael is Dennis the Menace too.
Yeah.
It's her, the dude from Lost Boys, which is another movie I watched a lot.
Lost Boys
It's
is
actually
fire.
the best vampire movie of all time. They just
Facts,
put it out.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Lost
I
Boys,
thought
I've seen
like
that
I was
billion
like the
times.
only person that
Nah,
like
bro.
watched the movie back then.
Bro, I
Nah,
wanted
yeah.
to sleep upside down when I was younger,
Yeah,
bro.
Lost
Maggots.
Boys is one of them.
Yeah. Eat
Maggots,
some
you're eating maggots, Michael.
Oh,
And I
Michael.
always, every time,
That's the new thumbnail.
every time I ate Chinese rice, I used to
swear
check
it's
for maggots.
yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
that did fuck me up for a
And
little
make
bit.
sure the
And I
noodles
hate
ain't
it.
worms.
I still, to this day, because of that damn movie, I hate maggots.
Yeah.
Like, I used to throw out the trash, like back in Buffalo, when it was my day to throw out the trash.
Yeah.
Well, who am I kidding? My stepdad made it my thing to throw out the trash. So when I went to throw out the trash, and if there was maggots on it because it was raining, fuck it.
Leaving that shit right
We
there.
could go to war when I get back in the house, but I'm not throwing that shit out. There's maggots, Michael.
Yeah, maggots.
You know what I mean? That's what I would say. Yeah.
Hey, they got him in the
Maggots,
chat.
Michael.
Those are worms, Michael.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yes.
That's who it is. So Kiefer Sutherland and Sally Field. What's the movie?
Chat, we don't know. Tell us. I don't know.
Oh, it's such a good movie. If not, we might have to
what
cancel the
type of movie
podcast
is
and
it?
watch it. It's they kidnap and rape her
Grape.
her daughter. Oh my
Damn,
god!
this
it's
sounds
such a good movie.
sounds good so
Eye
far.
for an eye.
Oh.
Eye for an eye. I didn't even have to search it. Thank God.
Wow.
That is such a good fucking
I gotta
movie.
see it.
don't think
Let
I've
me
seen
write
that
that down.
Eye for an eye. That movie had me at. I watched
96.
that shit probably like 10 times. It's so good.
Good question. What's the movie that fucked your brain up for the rest of your life, bro?
Butterfly Effect.
That's a good one. You know what really fucked me up? The Lovely Bones.
I
You
don't
seen
think I
that?
watched it.
Yes.
Shutter Island
Chat
kinda
knows what I'm
fucked me
talking
up.
about, bro.
Yeah.
Is
Bro,
it Shutter Island?
That's,
With-
that's,
with,
that's, a good
That's
one.
the one that
Leo-
he keeps getting traps in his mind. No, that's
That's
another
with
one.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. Or you talk about
There's another one that he does though. Shutter Island. It is Shutter Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's fucked.
or
But
is it,
Lovely Bones is crazy.
Sure.
But
though,
I'll be
bro.
honest with you, the movie that fucked me up the most in life.
Like this just made you like you're cringed and you're just like, fuck, I can't see life the same anymore.
Okay.
Like just fucked you up mentally, bro.
That'd be
Well,
it.
I mean, even then, still, it might be Scarface for me. That shit changed my whole life.
Really?
Yeah, Scarface fucked me up. Scarface is definitely the reason I got a felony.
Oh, you just wanted to be
Scarface.
Cuban?
I started selling immediately. Like the next week.
Imagine how many people thought like that.
That's
right?
wild.
Hell yeah. I was like,
I
let me
could-
get
I
some.
could take-
Hey, how you gonna get a scar like that in pussy, huh?
For sure. Just immigrants in general, like not
Yeah.
just Cubans are inspired by that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I went
Immigrants
to
in general.
work the next day.
Come on.
I retired.
I know, washing no more dishes. Wash your
Yeah.
fucking dishes.
That
That
movie-
fucked me up was it. It fucked me up.
Which
The
one?
first
When
one?
that nigga started coming out of the drain and out
Yeah.
of the
Oh,
water.
that's
The
And
old
she's
school
in the
one?
shower
Or
and
the-
she
yeah.
closed his eyes, and all of a sudden there was a hand in
Yeah.
the scalp and the whole fucking thing.
That's
Nigga, what?
traumatizing for sure.
I told the story of the movie that fucked me up most before, but I didn't think about it in this like concept of the conversation that we're having right now. But the movie that actually fucked me up the most was Philadelphia.
I never
Right.
seen that.
Yeah.
Because I watched that as a little kid. I was probably like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
And the dude, it's Tom Hanks.
and
Tom Hanks has AIDS.
Denzel Washington.
Is it? He's in there too?
Denzel's the
But
lawyer.
I just know Tom Hanks has AIDS.
Yeah.
Right?
Why I never
And-
saw this?
And so he,
Yeah, it's
at
crazy.
night when he goes to sleep, they said something about him having night sweats or some shit like that.
Uh-huh.
And he had AIDS. So I sweat at night. I'm a little kid. I sweat at night. So I thought I had AIDS.
This is how it
Yeah,
happens.
I thought for sure I was dying.
It's so
for a
crazy.
long time.
The shit that we believe when we were young
Yeah,
is
and,
hilarious.
And I wore rubbers All my life. This is why I have kids at
Saved your life.
36. Because I was like, I sweat at
protected
night.
yourself.
Yeah, stay away from me. I sweat at night.
Nah, but the scene in that movie that fucked me up when Tom Hanks is on stand and they were like, show him the legions. And this nigga stood up and unbuttoned his shirt and he had welts and legions and shit all over him. I was like, damn, bro, AIDS is the worst, my nigga. Because
AIDS is the worst.
There we go. Monetization.
Yeah, AIDS is crazy.
Yeah.
That was some scared straight shit. That
Yeah.
shit,
Word.
that shit would get you right.
Nah, but the movie that fucked me up, honestly, bro, was that movie Limitless.
That's a good movie.
I didn't watch that.
Fucked
That's
you
a
up in a
good
bad way?
movie.
Or
No,
like,
like, because I'm like, yo, that shit must be
Nuts.
real, bro. Imagine that, right?
Go
then
ahead, explain it.
And then even, you never heard
I know
of
it's
it?
the one that they take a drug and it like opens their
Yes,
eyes up.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing
It's like
about it is, like,
Adderall.
It's like Landon.
about some other shit.
It's fucking
It's
Adderall.
like
is what it
Adderall.
is. It's Adderall on steroids.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he can sort through shit, basically stop fucking time.
They say it's like
Motherfucker.
the neuro gum that people are taking nowadays.
Neurogum. They said Faces of Death series, The Teeth, they're a YouTube doc that will give you even more PTSD, Eyes of the Devil. They interview child
see, I ain't into all
traffickers.
that.
It's crazy.
Nah, but what I liked about Limitless is that, yeah, he took a pill, but it kind of shows like it's step by step how like if you change your thinking, your whole life will change. Like the nigga took the pill, and the first thing he looked around was at his room, and everything was dirty as fuck. He was like, bro, how could I even think in here? And he cleaned his room. And then as he started doing more and more shit, his life started changing. Then he went from thinking better to reading more books to organizing. And then from organizing, he ended up getting a better job. He ended up making more money. And then he ended up
Yeah,
becoming...
that's why I like being single, because once I clean my own shit, I'm good.
It won't get dirty.
You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm just like, I'm gonna read. You know what I mean? You know, instead of fucking.
Wait, when's the last
arguing.
time you picked up a book?
What? Every day.
Oh.
Every day.
Dead ass?
Yeah, I
guys
do.
read?
I do audiobooks. I read every day.
Yeah.
I just started going back to actually reading.
Me
Like,
too. I
like
got some
eyes on a
book.
page.
I do want to do that.
Yeah.
It's a labor of love. Like,
But I like driving and listening to books.
well, the thing is, it helps you lock in, right? Like,
Yeah.
The thing about it, when you read a book, it's the best movie you've ever seen or never seen, I guess you should say, because when you read a book, you now know who Ginger is and Robert and Joseph and Kelly, right? Whoever the fuck that is, you know what they look like, smell like, what the red hair looks like when it hit the sun. However you envision that will never be what Stanley Kubrick produced and directed or what Scorsese.
Yeah, you make your own
casted. So when
that's
you
the
read
best
that
part.
book and you sit there and you lock in and you have these placeholders of who these people are, where they work, how they got introduced and why they're important, and this person hates that person, but this person does business with that person, but they're in bed and they're married and they're born from, and you get this whole lineage of shit that you fathomed from a page, words you fucking read and saw it in your mind. There's no better fucking movie, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot more
I
details
do
in
get
books.
that off of audiobooks, though.
It's different.
I
It's a
completely-
British man reading it to you. That alone changes it.
Oh, yeah,
It's an
yeah,
Australian
yeah, yeah.
woman
I
reading
do
it to
get
you. That alone
I don't
changes
know.
it.
For me, I still got that same photographic memory,
But
though.
still,
I do only create what I create in my head. I don't.
But
the
it's
voice
different.
doesn't really. I know what you're saying because I do read hardcover as well, right? Like I probably read hundreds of hardcover books, and I do get that. I got my brain just always tells me to see it my own way.
Yeah.
So like if it was a movie, it would fuck it up. But the audiobook, I just see what I see.
I never tried audiobook. I gotta try that because the thing with me and
I do know what he's saying.
A
though,
lot
'cause
of the
some people, I
it's
shut
not
books
just that.
off immediately if it's narrating, like if it's reading it to me and I can't see it for myself. Like if I'm not visualizing perfect, I don't give a fuck about the book.
Bro, the difference of comprehension. When you're reading the book, you're adding the girl went to the store, and you're adding that up in your mind. When somebody reads it to you,
it's like someone talking.
and you're at the grocery store and you're doing this and you're doing that, you can't get every drop. And you can read it at some everybody's level of comprehension is different, right? So like somebody reading the book to me as I hear things, as I hear words, versus me stopping and saying, wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so let me break it down. Let me break down why I'm saying what I'm saying. I read actual books of self-help and improvement. I don't read. I'm not reading
like stories,
fictional
okay.
books. So that like I'm reading like I read Charlemagne's books, 50 Cent's books.
Now those
the motivational speakers.
See that I want to
read-
hear in Charlemagne's
Yeah,
voice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
Those
I get
books, you
that.
could hear it in their voice.
Yeah,
if they do.
That's
it.
cool.
No, it is them. A lot of the times they are narrating their own books.
I like that because my issue is I have a horrible attention span. So if I'm reading a book, and I have books that I'm trying to get through, bro, but it's like a page or two in, and I'm just like, all right, I'm done. Like I just can't.
I'm like
sit there and focus, bro.
98% self-help books. Maybe even more. Maybe I got like 2 fictional
Fuck
books.
yeah, I got The Alchemist that I'm reading right now. I don't know if you guys heard of
I
it.
read some random
but
shit.
that's like
too.
a tough book to read, though. You see what I'm
OD,
saying?
bro. I'm like halfway through.
Yeah.
I've been there for months.
I had that book too. You know what I'm saying?
But that's you got to learn with an end goal in mind. Like
Yeah.
that's not
guys,
reading
guys,
for fun.
Guys. I did get a thumbs up from the source.
For
Stream. Okay.
I did.
Oh,
I just
see?
got that. That's huge.
Kato.
I don't know what that means.
That means
Well, we'll talk
streaming is in
later.
the building, bro.
We'll talk
That means
later.
that means that I could do what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So that means
Still don't know what that means.
that means grab a ticket.
Yeah, that's what it means.
That's what that means.
That means Kato's in the building.
Also, that means I kind of need you.
Well, I wish I could. If you
I'll
on here,
figure we got to figure some shit out.
Hey,
we might have
listen,
to
bro.
go. We might have to go to the your boy.
Who?
It got quiet.
Chat.
We might have to go to your boy. Serious.
My boy.
We might have no choice. Bring him in there. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But where were we?
We're talking about reading books, and Kato's talking about the process of reading, how
Absolutely,
like, that's work.
absolutely. In a fictional book,
Yeah.
it is absolutely way better. 'Cause
To
I'll
read,
never
yeah.
forget this
Yep.
book I read called The Devil's Punch Bowl. And pause, but I always read in the tub. Right?
Okay.
I throw some Epsom salt,
Yeah.
and that's how I used to read. I
What
don't
kind of
have
salt?
Epsom.
Say it again.
Epsom salt.
It's
Epsom
Epson.
salt.
It's Epson.
Oh well, I say Epsom. All right.
It's Epson, my guy.
So whatever. Fuck it. So anyways, I lay in, I read the book front to back.
Yeah.
That's how I used to read the most. And the book that I read that like was super, super dope, that had me in that world, was The Devil's Punch Bowl, because I literally had in an Overton window too, but I had like in the number 21 fire book. I recommend that to everybody.
Is that a movie too? I think so. But
That's number 23.
oh, okay.
Yeah, but just you picture everything on your own, like you actually make the movie.
Yeah.
That's the cool
You know
part
what I
about
mean?
And
actually
you
reading.
remember it way more.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
I'm with you. Like
Yeah.
the self-help and all the other shit, I usually do the audiobooks or whatever. But like for some reason, Stephen King is my favorite author.
Mm-hmm.
So I've read a lot of Stephen King books, and watching the movie versus the book's way better because you picture more,
Yeah.
you get more detail. A lot of times in the book, it's going places that movies and shit can't even attempt to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
so you're
true.
getting a much different story.
So let me ask you this: am I lying if somebody says, "When's the last time you read a book?" and I say,
Yes.
"Just yesterday," and
That
it was
don't
an
count.
audiobook?
That
No.
don't count.
An audiobook
That
doesn't count.
That's
That's
like
not
like
reading.
hearing a movie.
An audiobook doesn't count as a
No.
book.
It's not reading.
It's not. You're not reading the
don't know.
the
I
action.
wanted
of,
to know your guys' opinion on it, but you're both idiots.
the action. No, the
Because-
action of reading. You're not doing. You're
No.
listening,
Yeah, but you're still listening to a book. You're reading.
but you're not. You're not reading.
Okay, so when,
You can say you finished the book, but you can't
Yeah.
say you read it.
You can't say you read it. The definition of reading, you're not doing.
Nah,
You're
Oh
listening.
yeah. So what happens when you're reading a room?
You're looking.
you're looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a word. That's what
You're
you're
taking-
saying.
You're taking
reading
visual
the
cues.
book. You're digesting the book.
That's a different word.
If that makes you feel
Digesting,
good,
but not
yeah,
reading.
sure.
Yeah, no, it is though. It is, because I could tell you exactly what happened in the book the same way you could tell me exactly.
You
what
could say you
happened in the book.
digested the book.
And I could take in that information and use that information, which is
Perfect.
what I do. I read self-help.
That's
books.
why
So
I
if you
can
talk
say
to if
you
you talk to
finished
it,
the book.
yeah, but if you talk to a therapist, right, and your therapist gives you advice, you're listening to it and you're learning it, right. So if you're listening,
You're not
and
reading
learning,
the therapist.
kinda.
Nah.
It's kinda
By
the same shit.
definition, you're not reading.
By
Danza.
definition, but maybe by definition,
what
I
I'm
get
saying.
what you're saying. But at
Yeah.
the end of the day, what I'm saying is I read the same fucking.
No,
book
if you're
you
saying,
did.
yeah, you can say
you can
it.
say you
I listened
finished
to
the
the
book.
same book
You
you did,
finished the
yeah.
book. You definitely
Yeah, yeah,
finished
yeah.
the book.
Because I'm not gonna let our viewers not be encouraged to go pick up a bunch of audio.
Go to
books,
the
because Let me tell
library.
you something. Go to the library, but get some audiobooks too, because the amount of information you could obtain by driving around and listening to
Right,
a book
facts.
as opposed to driving around listening to some rap music
Yeah,
is
yeah.
incredible.
Yeah,
Because where do we learn the most from?
Yeah.
Music. Am I wrong? We're just sitting here talking about how movies molded your lives.
Yeah.
So you're telling me an audiobook can't?
No, absolutely.
Do not
No, that-
avoid reading. Do not avoid getting audiobooks. But if you want to fully dive in, it's especially
I never did it.
with fictional.
Exactly.
If
That
for
part
a
I'll make the
fictional
decision.
book, definitely
pick up a
the
hard
book.
copy.
Pick up a hard
Okay,
copy.
I gotta do audiobooks though for sure. I want to try it.
For like information. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It works really well.
Audiobooks, read it for you, same as reading.
Uh,
Why don't somebody ask ChatGPT? Let's go. You go.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, it depends on what I'm reading, man. It depends on what I'm reading. Certain things I might want to see a diagram or two. I might want to see an illustration, right?
Yep.
Or if I want to consume
Hey, what's up?
a comic.
Is listening to an audiobook considered reading the book?
Depends on what you mean by reading. If you're talking about absorbing the story or the information, yeah, audiobooks count. You're still engaging with the material.
Stop.
But if
You're
you-
supposed to be on my side.
It's funny because I normally don't. I like when he did that. I was like, "Why is he doing that? He couldn't just type it."
You could talk to him.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I
I
like talking
don't
to
really
him.
talk.
Nah,
type.
if I want information quickly, I like asking it.
It's funny because it's kind of like the same thing going on here. I'm writing it, and you're not. All right. So now I get to talk shit too, motherfucker.
But you're both
All right,
asking
question,
it.
question,
Yeah,
Danza.
yeah.
Would you encourage your kids to read or listen to a book?
Both. And I'll tell you why, because I know most people aren't going to read.
So what I did there, right?
I
Go
know
ahead.
that I know that if you look, if you could read a book, if you could listen to a book, opposed to listening to music, I highly encourage you to do so. Also, I know that like we got to be realistic about what's going, because right now my son is about to go into school.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting him in school right away. I'm going to homeschool him, but I'm learning about the homeschooling.
I
shit,
love that.
right? Like I'm
There's
learning.
a
I'm
lot
like,
of
damn,
stuff
like
you
it's.
can do now.
Yeah.
I'm calling homeschools, and they're like, well, it'll be this day, and this day, and I'm like, all right, cool. So who comes here? And they're like, well, you come here, and I'm like, how's
Yeah.
that homeschool? That's away school.
It's
You know what I
not,
mean? Like
yeah.
that's not home. This when I say homeschool, I mean home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're like, I
My
said, can you
home.
find me a home teacher? And they're like, we don't help people find that.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, what does that even mean?
You
Yeah,
can
most-
do that. Or one of the
Homeschool-
parents.
So now I'm trying to
Like a
figure this
tutor.
shit out. But then I sat there and I'm like, well, what do I actually want him to learn?
There you go.
How do I want his
Bingo.
learning to be?
Yes.
Right. And I think about that type of thing. Like if I want my child to grow in this world, I got to be honest with ourselves. Like life is fucking busy. Right? If I could encourage my kid now to listen to audiobooks and start listening to it, let it play in the background and listen to it and take in the information subconsciously so he can grow to not have bullshit in the background, right? Because that's our biggest problem with kids right now. You let them get a hold of a phone and my son's watching a giant pool of cereal. It's literally what he watches. Loves this damn video. It's a giant pool of cereal. And I'm like, Michael, turn that weird shit off. You know? And it's like three guys that they made this huge giant pool and they fucking throw a bunch of cereal in there. And
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah,
Why,
it's like,
why did I see that?
why
Go
did
ahead.
you see that?
I don't know.
I
Why
thought
is
I
that
would
in my
never see this.
algorithm?
I
But
get
here's the
same
thing, okay?
algorithm.
Here's the thing, though. You got to let them have that imagination. Don't take that away from them. Because that weird shit might be weird to us because we're adults. But imagine all the crazy shit we saw growing up. So
Yeah,
you,
but I
you
don't
know
want
what I
him
mean?
watching a giant bowl of cereal. You know how many bowls of cereal he's asking for now?
He does say
You know
that
what I mean?
often now, yeah.
Dada, cereal. It's like, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then he puts the video on him. But my son, like, he's a show off, right? Like, he's so bad, bro. Because I'll tell him
He's
not to.
not
I'll tell him
bad.
not to watch it, and he'll walk by me. Dada, cereal show's on, and then
Saw
turn
that.
away. Like
Yeah.
he came in here the other day. I told him, I was like, no more lemon water. You got to drink regular water because I drink Crystal Light in my water all the time. So he's obviously copies me.
Mm-hmm.
So boom,
All
I'm,
the
I'm
time.
sitting in here. I get on the phone, and you just hear poof, door kicks open. He's like, Dada, haha, lemon water. Mama gave it to me.
He's petty. He's a little 50
I'm like,
Cent.
what a little
It's
jerk.
all good, yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, I think it's good to just intake that type of information. And with a physical book, you can't read a physical book and drive.
Yeah.
And if you
No,
could,
absolutely,
if
absolutely.
you could, shout out to the Cybertruck. You know what I mean? Like there's certain vehicles, I'm sure, but I would encourage you not to read a book while you're driving.
Yeah.
You also,
I mean, that's crazy.
But there's certain skills that you build.
You could also clean your house and read.
No, but
listen to an audio.
There's certain skills that you can only build through reading a physical book. Like first of all, learning words. Like that's the number one way of learning new words.
I learned a lot of words
because you're gonna learn how the word's spelled. You're gonna pronounce it. You can use it. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
And then, early on in life, but after a while, it's like
no. Even now, there's a lot of words I don't know. And I read a book and I'm like, what is that?
You start learning.
No, I learned it through the audio book though.
No, but you learn how to spell it through the book though. You learn everything about the word through the book.
I was a fucking spelling bee champ.
Here we go.
I was.
I'm a pretty good speller. And then the other thing is this, right? Even though you can listen to a book, I mean, through audio and whatever, it requires a device. So reading a book by itself, you could do it in the quiet by yourself. It doesn't require any devices. It doesn't require any electronics. And being able to sit in stillness and quiet.
I have no doubt in my mind that I'm not trying to say reading a book is bad.
I'm just saying it's a different skill.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm not trying to take it away from it. I don't want to try to take away from it. I'm just saying that there's so many benefits to also listening.
Yeah.
And I want people to understand that because you should kind of be moving away from bro. I'm not one of those people that think like, oh, music is terrible, but I do think that music is fucking up your day a lot of the times. You know what I mean?
On what you're listening to, but yeah,
exactly. But I think you could start off your day with a little bit more information.
Absolutely. I mean, the older we get, the more we just want to not listen to music. While we're driving, especially.
It's maturity. You get out of wanting to hear the little bullshit to listen to different type of music.
Or different type of music,
Or to what Dan's saying. Not even listen to music at all. I'd rather just take in information.
Yeah.
And that does come with maturity.
Because if you're the type of parent that listens to music in the car with your kids, that is not like healthy music, does that kind of put you in bad parent territory?
It kind of does.
It depends, because you can just be bonding. Like, you ever see the videos of the dad and the daughter who listen to all types of old school rap and shit like that? I think even Drake shot them out. He popped up and did a video with them. You know what I'm saying? So like music,
it's different.
Like,
but they were a little older. Well, how old are we talking? Because if they're still soaking shit in, they shouldn't be listening to shook ones.
But they're always fucking soaking shit in.
Yeah,
true.
But you shouldn't be the one doing it.
I don't think there's enough data for you to say like you listen to rap music, so you're a bad parent. You feel me? There's phenomenal parents that have poor taste in music.
I definitely think there's enough research that shows, because you could tell by demeanors. You know what I mean?
It doesn't make you the best parent though.
Listen, if you listen to fucking City Girls and Future all day,
that's disgusting.
Your kids are gonna tend to like City Girls and fucking.
They're gonna start doing splits.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
What the fuck is going on?
Your little 3-year-old's gonna start fucking doing handstands and shaking their ass.
It is true though, and it's tough, right? Because
it is tough.
It's almost like
I did it, so
like my son definitely knows some rap songs. You know what I mean? Like,
rightfully so.
And I'm not about to sit here and deny it, but I also got him into some country songs.
Right.
I also play audiobooks throughout the night, and this way he kind of gets into that thought process. And my son really speaks extremely well.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a pretty good speaker, but I do think, like, my son will wake up and he'll tell me, he'll articulate his dream.
That's cool.
That's nuts.
I was dreaming, but his dreams are very persuasive. You know what I mean? Dada, I had a dream. Went to the store. There was a purple Lamborghini toy, and I bought it. You want to go to the store and get it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I don't.
What do you think of that?
Actually, like, what do you got going on?
Did you even dream that?
Hey, y'all seen what Fred put in the chat?
No. What did he put?
I don't know if it's true because the internet.
Is it the same shit that's on Kick?
I don't see it on YouTube.
Is it true though?
Oh, about Homeboy?
Yeah.
I saw that. But he's okay though.
So it's true?
Yeah.
Damn.
Apparently he's all right though. I just read it when y'all was talking.
No way. Hold on.
Anyone like to share with the chat what the fuck everybody's looking at?
Charleston White was just shot in
Houston.
In Houston, but he's not injured.
At Houston's?
Shot. Wait, time out. Okay, shot at.
Yeah, there you go.
Shot at.
It didn't penetrate his skin.
Okay.
Hey, yo.
What?
What?
That's a reach.
God.
Yeah.
That was a reach.
I mean, you didn't need to say it penetrated his skin or nothing.
Okay, that's a hard word.
But yeah, no, okay. Again, like all the first off, Nice G7. Nobody asked you we didn't ask the viewers for their opinions. So keep your opinions to yourself. They said they are right, Danza. It's not reading. When you read, you're exercising a different skill. So listening is not the same.
Facts.
You know what?
Well, it's a fact.
Chat GPT also didn't like what he
And
said
I don't
either.
like Chat GPT.
Listen, if
Anyways,
it comes down to not reading at all, then get that fucking audiobook.
exactly.
Like, you know what I
Even
mean?
podcasts.
If you want to go
Podcasts.
walk and you don't want to listen to music, but you want to obtain some information, then put on a fucking audiobook. I don't expect you to walk and carry a book through the park. So, you know what I mean? When and where? Like,
do you listen to
do
other
both.
podcasts?
Listen? No. I want to see them because I want to see if I believe them.
Do you watch other
I want to see
podcasts?
intent. I want to see their eyes. Yeah, sometimes. Mostly for like R&D. Like if I'm watching Joe Budden, it's not because I genuinely enjoy tuning in on every Wednesday. It's because I want to see how they handled a certain subject, topic, or guest.
Research and development.
I used to.
What's R&D?
Year.
Yeah.
He's fancy.
Yeah, he's fancy. I used to be.
Well, no,
Can't
because
read,
there
you
was
know
a
what I'm saying? He
time.
learned shit like
There was a
that.
time where I didn't watch any of the fucking podcasts.
I used to watch all their podcasts.
but I
anymore.
felt like my performance and my contribution as a talking head or somebody who is in social media or wants to be in social media, I feel like I should have an understanding of how these guys are doing what they're doing.
Absolutely.
If you want to be the best in your industry, see what the best in the
Yeah.
industry are doing. Not saying he is or is not the best, but he's up there. His
He's
name,
definitely up there.
okay.
Yeah.
So how is Joe and Jada getting a Netflix deal, and what does that look like?
That's smart. Yeah.
And how
Study
far do I
the
bridge?
game.
How do I bridge the gap between that? Or maybe we're just as good, if not better, and it's just a matter of
Just
time.
not seen.
So let me see what's out there. What's the best? What's on the top shelf?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
As you should. As you should.
Yeah.
Why
but
do you ask though? You was asking if you watch
If I
podcasts.
listen-
Well, because I was actually wondering because I'm kind of in that same boat, you know, where like I try not to watch too much,
Me neither.
but I do listen to
I see clips.
Diary of a CEO.
Oh yeah,
Love
dope.
that. Love
Dope.
that
a good
podcast.
one.
That podcast is amazing. And then there's another one.
But that's like the most successful podcast, right?
on Spotify, number one.
Is it? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I just know it's fucking good.
Yeah.
So it's like one of the few that beat Joe Rogan. But I watch a lot of Joe
Really?
Rogan. Yeah.
Joe
Watch a lot
Rogans
of
are
Joe
cool.
Rogan.
They're just so long, bro.
I mean, tune in, tune out. Like,
Yeah.
change the channel, switch the guest.
I mean, yeah, because you could say the same shit about us.
No, but Joe is OD.
He had
It's just be like 4 hours.
He had
sometimes.
Mr. Beast on. The next day he had JD Vance, the vice president. So it's like there's information that
Yeah.
I can pull from that conversation.
Yeah, in
I want to
spurts.
know what Joe Rogan. What does a conversation with JD Vance look like when he's not on the stand?
Right.
Sitting down with headphones with Joe Rogan, who's a known weed smoker, mixed martial artist, like you know what I mean, comedy. So that's right up my fucking ass. That's all the shit that I'm into. So go ahead. What does Neil deGrasse Tyson think about fucking chicken nuggets? Look, I'm in.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
The other one is Modern Wisdom.
I haven't
Who's
seen
that
that
With
one.
Chris Williamson.
Okay.
Such
Yeah,
a good
also
show.
fire.
Oh my God.
Also
Such
fire.
good shows.
Those two do work together, actually. Diary of a CEO and Chris Williamson.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they pod together?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's the lane. That's the way. Or like Huberman, Alex Huberman, I think his name is.
I don't know that one.
He's the guy with the long hair?
No, short hair. He's known for doing Joe Rogan's podcast as well. These are all.
And a Dancer Project, A Space of Solace. But listen, I do think that I wanted to say that to podcasters because I've been talking to so much podcasters, and I know here's the thing that everybody's been telling me as of late, which has been true for quite a period of time. We actually got approached at Academics spot. And they said that a lot of people have been saying, it's like, don't you notice YouTube isn't paying that much anymore? YouTube isn't paying that much anymore. If you're just depending on money to come in from just YouTube or just TikTok or just Facebook, because Facebook's connected with Instagram or Snapchat,
Right.
you got to do more than just generate that revenue. So the collaboration inside of podcasting should be bigger than it is.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised that like it's such a it's kind of like it's not happening as much as it should.
It's going to watch.
Yeah,
No,
and
I think it depends, man. It depends who you are, bro. Because Ray Daniels is here, there, everywhere. Vlad goes here. The Vlad whack.
No,
Adam,
but what doesn't happen is they collab on an interview.
Yeah, like they'll go on each other's shows.
Why, But why would they?
Because I'm
would
talking to
they?
my accountant the other day, and the accountant goes, if I'm not mistaken, that's what he says. He says, if I'm not mistaken, this industry's all fucked up. And I'm like, he didn't say fucked up. He's a really polite guy, right? But he's like, he looks like an accountant. You know what I mean? He looks like the accountant. Except for, doesn't look like Pops people. But he goes, it's a money grab. He says it's the guys that are getting interviewed are demanding high sums of money to be interviewed, and they're telling the same stories on every other podcast. And I was like, yeah, for sure.
It's so easy.
But he's like, there has to be a better way to generate the income off of it because it's a huge expense. He's like, which is hard to get a return on your investment.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, it is. And I thought about that with the collaboration makes it easier, right? Like there should be like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, right? But would you not want to see like Vlad and Joe Rogan team up and interview?
That'll be cool, but how would that work with splits?
That's what I'm saying. Is the monetization easy like that?
That YouTube does that. It gives it'll. You could connect. You could do you could collab with the other page and post. You know what I mean? And then they could see the insights, the numbers,
like whose views are going
revenue.
from. That's so weird to navigate though, and pinpoint like how much money you're actually going to split.
You could see the overall views, but what I'm saying is like if they're too top tier, it shouldn't matter where the views came in from. It should matter that you get the views and you get the income, right? And it's going to be easier because you're collabing your pages to generate income anyways.
But maybe the talent will look at it like, why would I combine Whack and Vlad when I could do both?
But they're still getting paid.
That's a good point.
Because it's a
But they're still getting paid. And if we
you
really work together,
content.
That is another point.
Whack and Charleston in a room, and we're the ones who thought of it. It's perfect. The issue is now I have to do my ad spend that I'm dedicated to over so many months, shows, episodes. You have to do your ad spend.
That's another good
point.
point.
So it's drink mamitas. By the way, go ahead, into the ears.
Oh yeah.
Wear hot socks.
Which is why I was saying
use
like,
Windex.
Which is why I was saying like the sponsorships are like there's more ways to make income. But what I'm saying is if you're depending on just the YouTube revenue or just the social media revenue, there's definitely ways to maneuver. I'm just surprised that we have gone this long without seeing epic collabs. Like I would love to see a Joe Rogan Vlad combined interview with somebody. Like if Joe Budden teamed up with fucking Joe Rogan and they both interviewed Ray Daniels.
I feel like it will happen.
You know what I mean? Like it'd be kind of cool to see.
I feel like it'll happen.
It is starting to happen.
I think,
but it's just I don't. It's not.
It's like streamers collab.
Yeah, streamers collab all the time.
will. Because the thing with podcasting,
streamers are so much better than podcasters at collabing.
Yeah, 100%. The podcasting thing is eventually, well, it is now. It's so
now,
oversaturated.
Maybe, as of like last week.
No,
like Kai Cenat.
This is Kai Cenat's second streamer university, but he was doing that when he did Mafia-thons. He was doing that.
But that wasn't.
He was doing that when he was doing his streams at his home.
But that's something that he did in just the last couple of years, like
recent,
because
but they're also the newest. They're 17 years older than
like
younger than
Kai Cenat and what's his name, Speed. They do a lot of video game collabs. So they'll be like, we're gonna sit here and play this game and not get off stream until we beat it.
Streamers have been collabing since the beginning.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about like in person, like we would to meet up to do an interview with.
They
another
do though.
Podcast.
They do.
They just started doing that. Is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Recently, for the
streaming was done from home. When they sit down at your fucking crib. Now people are going in real life.
Like
now
in real
people
life.
are meeting up.
That's
and doing
more
collabs
like a year or two new though.
Streaming university
like
number
3
one.
years.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I think when Kai started streaming at his crib, they were all going to his crib.
But Aiden, I would say, was the first one to kick it off.
And everybody was starting to go to they go to his warehouse.
But to Kato's point, it's relatively new.
Yeah, it is.
It's post-pandemic.
It is, but so is streaming. That's what I'm saying. They're so much better than we are. Like podcasters.
Well, that's the thing. There's so many podcasts, bro. So there's gonna be a shift in podcasting soon.
There's so many shirt stores.
Yeah.
There's so many hat stores.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like the fact that there's just there's
so many different types of TVs.
But here's the thing. But there's only a handful of good ones. TV brands. You get a Samsung, a Sony, or an Apple TV, right? There's Probably a shit ton more, but who's the ones that stand out? Same thing with shirts. You go to like, I don't know, the mall, you see the main stores that are only there, but there's probably millions of other shirt stores.
Yeah, but there's like 90 at least very good shirt brands. That
but how many podcasts are really good?
No, but that's what I'm saying. So when we sit there and we talk about markets being oversaturated, it really can't be, right? Like you gotta.
I think it is.
It's not oversaturated because then that means like you get your choice, right? This is really what it is. It's because if then nobody should be making any more music, right? Because that's probably the most oversaturated market. Or you shouldn't be making any more movies.
I agree with that too. I agree with this.
But you still have your favorite musicians. But there's other people that think your musicians are shit and theirs are better.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is that everybody has their own cup of tea. Because if we just start saying. Because if we just opened up YouTube right now and we decided we're going to spend one day and we're going to watch episodes, at least 10 minutes of an episode from everybody, we're going to find at least 200 good podcasts.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? It's just that we're not searching for it.
Yeah.
I wasn't searching for Modern Wisdom. I wasn't searching for Diary of a CEO. When those popped up in a platform, I haven't stopped listening to them for months.
But the thing that I'm saying is that since there's so much of it and it's just always like the same thing, people are just sitting there with mics, you put a fucking plant behind you and some lights, that's a podcast. There's going to be a shift soon where there is going to be the collabs and something's going to happen in podcasting that it has to change a little, so it's not going to be the same thing over and over again is what I'm saying.
Yeah, again, I think that is the biggest thing, right? I think the biggest thing that goes on with podcasting, with a lot of this shit, is the money.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it started... I'd hate to say it, but it started with the Vlad TV thing. Would you disagree?
What Vlad TV thing?
With the whole 6ix9ine shit?
No, just the money talks.
Oh, the fact that he started
because a lot of people throw us in there. Yeah, that
how
they're
much he
paying
pays,
certain guests and shit like that.
I gotta admit, yes, I used to think motherfuckers were doing this shit for free. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah,
until I started seeing money going around.
When one person finds out. Damn, you get paid doing this?
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times we talk to people and they're saying some shit that absolutely, like, there's so many things that I haven't told y'all. Because when it's first said to me, I'm like, yo, there's no way. Like, some people would just be saying some outlandish shit. You know what I mean? Like, they'll be asking for, like, there's people that even have sent me messages, was like, yo, I'll just charge you this much to interview me. It's like, wait, I would never even interview you.
Wait. They'll pay you?
They'll charge me to interview them. Like, there's people that literally message us and say, like, yo, you could interview me. It's only going to cost you $5 bands. I guarantee you this shit goes viral. It's like,
he's saying, like, not a celebrity. Like,
no.
That's
weird. I
weird.
don't want to. Yeah, people go crazy. There's good interviews that we possibly could have had that have said some.
Got you.
I'll tell you one. Boosie was one.
Yeah.
And we ended up doing an interview with him, but this dude said 80,000 before.
I mean, you got to start somewhere because that shit's going to die out.
$80,000 for an interview.
That shit is
start
gonna,
somewhere.
That shit's going to die out.
Suck my dick. You gotta start somewhere.
He probably had a car payment, a house.
No, that's a fuck you price. That means I don't want to do it. But if you're willing to pay me this much, I'll do it.
That's crazy.
I had an interview with somebody, very famous, that I was going to pay. It was a very large sum of money. I wanted the interview before everybody else, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they said 20 bands. And I was like, fuck it. And then when I was like, I got it, I'll send it. You know what I mean? I was going to pay 10 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, but only in cash. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, what kind of a bamboozle switch, last minute switch are you trying to do? So all I'm saying is the industry is very tough to navigate because of that. If people start working together better, I think we're going to have a resurgence, which is I do see it coming for sure. Too. I'm actually surprised it took this long. And again, and that's why I say it, because the streamers did it so quick. Because the streamers, if anything, you make a lot of money streaming. You could be very stubborn, especially now. You could be very, very stubborn and say, but this is just for me and that's for you.
But I think that's the reason they make so much money that I think they don't even care. I'm talking about top streamers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's collab. Fuck it. Like, whatever. To them, I feel like money is nothing anymore, bro. the amount of money these motherfuckers make a stream it makes me want to throw up.
It doesn't
bro.
make sense. I think people are confused between rocking my Ray-Bans on my daily while I go get gas and get my lunch and say hi to Bob at the fucking cigarettes, whatever the fuck's going on, to streaming, to podcasting, to audiobooks, to whatever my fucking online whatnot shop is, whatever the fuck it is, whatever retail thrift store I have on my fucking bio. I think people are confused, man.
About what though?
About which lane to go, which lane to pick. I
Gotcha.
don't think podcasting is threatened in a manner where it's not going to be profitable for the time being, like as if streaming would push out podcasting. You feel me?
Yeah, because it's different.
I don't think that's the case. I don't think there's a threat in that way. I think what we do is different. I think long form conversation serves a purpose. This is an audio book. You know what I'm saying? It's just about picking what kind of fucking book do you want to read.
Because right now somebody could be at the gym right now listening to us, and we're, you know what I'm saying? They just need a vibe.
I've seen the comment all the time. A lot of truck drivers, they're like, bro,
shout out to the truck drivers, man.
Thank God you guys have a 3-hour episode of Good Game with whoever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I never thought of that. There's a lot of people that have
overnight
jobs, security, truck drivers, even police officers that just chilling in their car.
You go to the fucking
even
restaurant
office
early
jobs.
just to cut
I got
vegetables.
an office job. I listen to podcasts and shit all day.
What about y'all, chat? What about y'all? Where are y'all at with it? Do you guys listen to? Because obviously you're listening to right now if you're going to respond right now, right? But how do you normally consume podcasts? Is this a daily thing? Is it? Do you like to start your day off with it? Do you like to only catch it when it's live and you could participate? How do you like? And do you like long form conversation without a guest, or do you like long form conversation where we're just talking? Where you're talking with a guest, like which ones do you like more? Yeah, you're a big Joe Budden podcast guy. Are you still a big Joe Budden podcast guy?
No.
Did Danza Project fuck that up for you?
No,
because it's too much podcasting.
No, what fucked it up was Joe took it off YouTube, and I ain't go with him to Patreon.
Oh, okay,
that's what fucked it up.
Right.
Yeah, and I was a big fan when it was the old show.
I'll name this podcast later.
When it was just Rory and Maul. Yeah, but once they left, it was just like. Yeah, I was just like...
To both y'all points, Kato and Danza, I do think that what's going to happen is them crazy fees that guests are charging is going to go away. And I think that the days of people even asking for 20 and 30 bands, all that shit is going to go away. It's going to kind of like stabilize.
Then why hasn't the feature price on music gone away? And the music's been around for fucking hundreds of years.
But it's went down. The price has went down.
Of course it's going to go down.
Let's talk about music then. So for music, the change that you're talking about is not so much the feature price. Look at the prices that producers used to get. Because back before you could download beats online, you had to know a nigga that knew how to do that shit. And they could charge crazy money. Or even the beats that were going back in the day, the heyday of rap and shit, niggas was getting 20, 30 bands a beat, but now you could just download whatever. So them prices are gone. You're not making that type of money doing production.
In every avenue.
Ellie, thanks for the jewels.
Every avenue.
Ellie said both. That JD Vance one with Joe Rogan is crazy. I watched the one with Neil deGrasse too. Yo, that dude Neil is all over the place.
He's nuts. Right? I would love to have a conversation with him now.
Yeah, he's really all over the place with the shit.
What do you mean?
He's a beast.
Yeah,
he's a beast. By the way, if because this dude made me like overthink this, and I this is something that's great about me, and I hope more people do it. By the way, look at me bragging about myself. You have to be able to have a healthy debate with somebody about something and be able to revisit it and think.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you're not always when you walk out of the room, you might not walk out of the room right or wrong, right? So I was like, do we put these on Kick? You know, because Kato brought up the point about putting this on Kick.
Correct.
And I kept thinking about like the kick, and I'm like, damn, like I want to keep it exclusive to certain type of shit, but I also want to be able to give y'all some of this so y'all can either in return go to YouTube to watch it, because we will always put the exclusive interviews that we do on YouTube, but we give you an opportunity to watch it here live on Kick. So the best part about Kick is this: we can go uncensored. We could play other music.
Right.
We could vibe. We could hang out. That's what I wish that YouTube would do.
I know.
Like YouTube should have, and I get they got the paid subscription, but I want to be able to jam out with the fans, listen to the music. Like I don't know why that's something that the industry has so wrong.
They're gonna open that shit up because they're losing The only reason why Kick exists is because of shit like that.
Yeah.
The only reason why Twitch exists is because of little shit like that.
Yeah.
YouTube, what's the difference between the platforms? Same thing. Comment section, viewer, subscription service, tipping service, questions, emojis.
So
What the fuck is different?
The regulation.
The color skin on it, red and white versus green and black.
Yeah.
What's the fucking difference? Oh, I get to play my music here. I can stream for hours on end.
Well,
I can make more
the
money.
difference is that
I can make more money.
YouTube makes money off of music separately, so they don't want to, YouTube.
But they can, bro. They pay.
But now
you
they're
like
missing out on the
3
entire
fucking
demographic,
cents.
on the entire market.
They pay you like 3 cents, if that. Cut it
they
out.
pay you that, but how
Cut
much
it
are
out.
they
Then
making?
just
though?
pay it from that video. Give them the 3 cents. Big deal. You know what I mean? Like good, big fucking deal. I'm not playing the same song 78 times. Every time it plays on there, give them 3 cents.
I see what you're saying.
Call it
You
a
don't
day.
think Instagram is finding a way to do a way to incorporate or purchase a Twitch or a Kick?
They may already have, I believe.
Think about it.
Yeah.
When Instagram dropped stories, all of a sudden my fucking WhatsApp has a story.
Right.
It does?
The fuck yeah. Go on your WhatsApp. There's a story that you can
what's
post
that
to.
story?
Yeah,
People can
But
see your
who's seeing
geolocation, where you're
Yeah,
heading.
I feel like you got to be like
You gotta be like Dominican or something.
74 above.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I see it. I be seeing
don't
it.
use
There are people on
WhatsApp.
there
You
with
just
just
gotta know Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Haitians.
And that's what I be seeing.
Yeah.
I
I
be
see
seeing
the
my
couple run
Panamanian
clubs.
cousins and shit on the WhatsApp stories.
That's what I'm
and shit,
saying. Like people that are not from
Yeah.
here fuck with WhatsApp.
this this girl's dad.
on WhatsApp.
It's always on WhatsApp stories. I'll never, when we were trying to pick up the fucking truck off the wall in California, I sent this girl's dad like mad heart
love that
emojis
time.
because he makes or WhatsApp stories. So like it was in my pocket. And I'm like, I'm thinking that I'm lifting it up off the wall. And I look at my phone and I messaged like 3 people that I never message. And it was all because of the WhatsApp stories. Like, who the fuck posts WhatsApp? I was so mad too. I unsent the messages, but I like sent them rageful messages. Like, it was a fucking accident because you post WhatsApp stories and nobody does that. That's not even normal
so weird.
to
Who
do. Like,
sees
who
that?
watches your WhatsApp story?
So
4
boom,
people?
Instagram, they add stories. Now we have a whole story fucking lineage.
Ecosystem. Yeah.
Now shorts on YouTube. Well, now we have reels. Oh, TikTok is kicking our ass. Guys, focus on the fucking reels. We have that too. Shop with us. View it on my page. You have pictures. You have carousels. You have all these little boomerangs, all these little filters and
But
all that shit.
Instagram been going live. The height of that shit was during the
You
pandemic.
don't think
with
they want to
tourism.
make more money? If
Yeah,
they can
they're
put-
always gonna evolve.
They already did it. Remember they had IGTV where you could post 3-hour fucking videos.
Yeah.
Well, now that's the same thing as me posting a stream or me hosting a stream and then posting it and you host it later on so people can come back to view it as they would on Twitch, Kick, or YouTube. You know, listen, Instagram, holla at me.
Yo, this the cost of dating in Miami post of Kato talking.
Yeah,
Bro, that
that's
shit was
fire.
It's
hilarious.
causing quite a stir. It's funny because I saw this.
Somebody would say I'm a broke boy.
Yeah.
Be like, nigga, you ain't doing it big enough.
It's funny because I
Bitches out
saw
for-
this.
Fuck out of here.
I get the luxury of seeing some of the reels created prior.
Okay.
And shout out to Brad. I know Brad's
Shout out
on
to
here, but
Brad.
Brad sent me that a few days ago with Kato headlining it, right? And I was like, oh, that's gonna stir some shit up. You know what I mean? Because you just know anytime you say some shit like that, it's stirring some shit up. He said, what about? Oh, yeah. I just seen.
true.
That's why I just seen this message. I was like, what the fuck is that? My nails alone cost $250. Everyone just stick to your level and everyone will be happy. You would get your nails done with or without a date. I'm pretty sure you would. That's your own fault. You literally could do your own nails. Like, I love this shit.
Yeah. Let them cook. Let them cook.
You know what I mean? So this is great. I love.
Cheaper to fly to South America and take out someone way better on 10 dates.
Is he? But look, that was something that we spoke about last episode. That's real. You know what I mean? Like,
It's real shit. Yeah, everybody has different pockets, but the average person is spending that much, and it's like,
yeah. And what do you get in
That's a
return?
modest night.
yeah,
What do you get in return? Like, it's
a high five.
It's expensive out here.
It's
Vagina's
expensive, bro.
very expensive. You know, it just is.
Being single is a crazy thing, I guess.
How do you teach? Like, okay, so we made I made a thumbnail that I thought was super cool.
Yeah.
We didn't really get too far into it.
Well,
You
let's
know what
get
I mean?
into it.
It's Kato scolding people, which is like such a serious tone. I don't know if y'all
Stone.
you've seen it. You've seen Kato scold somebody before. I seen it too. in California, which was fucking amazing because Kato chills the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
He's like, you don't talk over me now. And he hit him with that. And
It's like, wait, what the fuck? Where did that come from? He's quiet as hell until that.
And I'm such an animated human being. And I'm like on the side of the table standing up because I'm never calm. And when he did that, I jumped into an MMA pose. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, what was that?
That shit caught everybody off guard. I'm over here eating chicken, and he starts. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, where'd that come from?
So what happened, man?
I wish I could give you the full context as if you were fucking there.
It was a
you
crazy
would
night.
Feel me, bro. Listen, I'm the type of nigga where I don't cry wolf. So if and when I do, it's because I mean it. Okay, I really need fucking help. I'm not just barking, my nigga. Like I'm really. Anywho, we're having a conversation. It was a simple debate. I let this person go on and on and on. I just said, hey, I'm gonna decide how many words I want to use to explain how I feel about this situation.
Right.
Very few, because clearly this person is off the fucking Richter scale, like standing up and like, no, I must be in a room full of idiots. And we're like, nigga, no, you're the idiot. Just you. It's just you. But we all went around the room and everybody had the same fucking experience. And so I just waited my fucking turn and I let him say his piece so I could confidently and calmly say my piece. And when it came to my turn, the nigga started cutting me off and said, no, hold on, you hold on. Nigga, you hold on. I forgot exactly what I said, but it was like
kind of undersold it because this was
it was like buck up, nigga. You gonna keep talking down to me like that, bro?
Hours of waiting that Kato.
It was
did.
a long time.
Literally, at least like 2 hours of
the
waiting.
same conversation.
When he spoke, I was like, yes.
Somebody
and then when homeboy spoke over him. And this dude's hand reached across the table because this dude's tall as shit, really, like especially compared to me. Yeah. But the way he like reaches over, his hand was halfway across the table right away. I was like, jujitsu. You know what I mean? Like,
I did kind of be like, yeah.
And I was like, ooh. He said she ain't got no nipples.
Danza doesn't know it, but he literally hopped out of the seat like, that's my nigga. Let's go. Let's go.
What I'm saying. I know because that's the first thing I said. I'm mad animated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like for me, everything is a Ludacris video.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Like I'm always animated. But how did we get there?
Because he's scolding somebody in our thumbnail today.
Oh yeah, he's scolding somebody in a thumbnail, right? Like because that is the Kato tone, and I'll never like he's just pointing at you, and he might fucking hit you with a move.
Yeah.
Now, I say that because I think about it so often, and what is a lot of people don't know that they're a bad parent.
That's part of the problem,
right?
Yeah.
Am I tripping about that?
Nah, they be thinking they're good parents, man.
They think that just having a kid makes them a good parent, and it's like, no.
That's the first problem. They think that the kid owed them. I brought you here.
Yeah, brought you in here. I'll take you out.
Yeah, I did this for
you.
You
Know what I mean? But again, we spoke about driving and
that's very minor,
right?
But,
like driving.
Yeah, like I'm not perfect.
What are ways that? We'll start with the scolder. What are ways that you think that people don't realize? Like, what are things that parents do that makes them a bad parent? You think that they don't realize that they're doing?
Can we cut the mics?
Huh? He said, "Can we cut the mics?"
Can you ask me that one more time? I'm sorry.
What do you think are things that people do that makes them bad parents that they don't realize that they're doing as a parent?
Man, we can go a lot of different ways with this.
Mm-hmm.
People tend to take out their insecurities on their children. And sometimes it's indirectly. Sometimes it's the things that they want the most for their child because they didn't have it. And they end up fucking the child up. You know what I mean? Putting an unnecessary pressure like, I played baseball, you're going to play baseball,
right.
We're going to play baseball.
Right.
And I never ranked #1 in the state. And my boy, he's going to rank #1 in the state. And the son's like, Dad.
Oh, yeah.
I like boys. You know what I'm saying? So it's like... maybe you
That's why he said cut the mics.
Maybe you wanted your son to
look at High Life
join the military.
Look at High Life C. He's gone. He's left the building, ladies
maybe
and
you
gentlemen.
didn't want the nail polish and the rock star jeans and the fucking dog collar. You got people out here that pretend.
I did not see that coming.
Listen, you have what is it called? Furries.
Yeah.
People that want to live their life. People that want to live their life as a fucking furry, as a fur
with the
animal.
pointy
If it's a fox, a cat, a dog, a fucking whatever the fuck, right? and they want to be walked around here on a fucking leash by some obese woman that loves collecting McDonald's toys, my nigga. And hold on. And you're supposed to raise a child, and you know that there's situations like that exist, and you're gonna let your child lean or nudge any way near that. You want your son walked on a collar, dressed like a motherfucking furry nigga? Do you?
Yeah, no, I totally get you.
Okay, son. So let's do some push-ups, my boy. You know how when you pet a dog, you get the ribs.
Yeah, right.
My boy. That's how you handle sons. That's how you handle boys.
It was a great topic. I didn't know it was going to be that great.
It was worse than that. Did we cut the mics for real?
No, we didn't.
No.
I use Cooking Live.
I got something for y'all.
Yeah, no, that is a good one. That is a good start.
Yeah, that is a good start.
That is a good start.
You can't really top that now. That's the clip.
Yeah,
that's how you. That is the clip, Brad. That's the clip.
Please clip that,
Dad. I like boys because he even gave it a new. He gave it a new accent that I never heard him make before.
Just think about.
Why was he?
You're gonna play baseball.
Think about all.
You're gonna play baseball. Dad, I like
boys. Daddy, I like boys.
Think about all the guys, all the people like homies, ex-homies, people that used to be cool with, right? Like think about all the people that you know that are unfavorable, right? And you see those traits in your son or daughter.
Yeah.
Remember that bitch in high school that wore the dress that you were supposed to wear, but she was 10 pounds lighter, and you'll never see that bitch the same way again, right? And she was a hoe or whatever, and your daughter starts to like those kinds of, you're gonna be like, let me wrap my arm around my kid as a good parent should, right?
Right.
But sometimes you think you're doing them a favor, and you're really not.
Yeah,
it happens in gymnastics. It happens like fanatical sports. You push your kids to do. Baseball came to mind because I was watching a story about a kid who blew out his shoulder by he was like 15.
Damn.
Because he's been throwing since he was 7.
Right.
So it's just fastball after fucking fastball
for
14 years. Yeah. And his old boy is invested all in, like we're going to college with it. And the kid's like, I couldn't if I want to. How do I tell this to my dad? I got no shoulder. Like it was just something you don't think about. And it was by no means of a negative intent by the father's doing.
Yeah.
Right.
He wasn't trying to damage his son or hinder his chances at being successful. That's just how it happened.
Yeah, because it is his insecurity that inevitably led that child to live that type
Just
of life.
not being aware, dog.
It's scary. As a parent, it's terrifying because I'm like,
It's tough, bro.
Like, I don't know. I want to get my son into training.
Right.
I want to get my son into soccer. Like I had him in soccer, and I'm telling him what to do, and at moments he just doesn't want to do it. And I'm like, no, you got to get up, you got to kick the ball. Everybody else is waiting on you. Whole spot is waiting on you to go kick the ball.
Right.
And we're now on 2 minutes of waiting for you. Mad embarrassing, my son. Let's go kick the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, you know what? Let me take him out of soccer, because there's that thought, like, am I teaching him how to be a quitter?
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm pulling him out. Am I not being patient enough?
Yeah.
Because, like I want to teach him this skill.
Yeah.
Or am I being forceful?
Yeah.
And when
It's
that thought hit my head, I was like, I am not about to be the dad that's fucking forcing this dude to play something he doesn't want. Because the way he was making it, he was crying, like throwing a fit. I don't want to kick the ball. And y'all know how Michael is. So it's not like some regular shit. You know what I mean? He wants to kick it, he wants to kick it. And then when he wants to kick it, he's going to kick it where he wants to kick it. And
he's not kicking it
and
to
I'm
the
like,
goalie.
let me not do this.
There's a dude we probably all seen online. It's Beast Jason Williams.
Oh, yeah.
And he's raising up his 3 sons, I think.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah.
And he's like I don't know if it was football, rugby, but I know he did fight too. And he trains his boys with like such like a strictness. Like it's not just that I'm your father, it's I'm your coach for life. Like,
but here's the thing, but
I don't care about being your friend. I'm gonna give you the tools it takes to be the fucking dog.
But I don't think nothing's wrong with that.
If you got to watch the videos, because he comes under a lot of scrutiny for pushing them for too much at so young. I mean, he pushes them though. Like I had to watch the video with the intent of finding out, is he pushing them a little bit too much?
Okay,
because he's punching them in the stomach and he's telling them, punch me in the stomach, and they're crying. And he's like, do it again, and they're still crying, Dad. And it's like a whole emotional thing, but he's training them. Don't be soft, lock in.
I kind of like
this is where they trick you. This is where they fall. This is where they quit, and you succeed. You want to be the best. This is what it takes. And that's what he's trying to teach his boys. But this is the mind of a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, who when he's with his mom, he colors and eats pancakes.
That's fine.
And it's, are you ready for bath time? You know what I'm saying? So it's hard, though. It's hard to Denzel's point, am I going past the point of where it's beneficial?
Right.
Or am I being too soft? Come on, boy. Toughen up. Get your knees scraped. Get dirty. Like,
you can't give a kid what they want just because they're crying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
but you can't let up when it gets tough either, because they're going to be a quitter for the rest of their
By
fucking
the
life.
way, James, the invitation is still there. We recently spoke, and we watch you on the podcast, my boy. So there's James the Beast Wilson. That's what he's talking about. We have spoken to him. I definitely saw his parenting style, and I was like, interesting, but also like the kids he's raising, they're beasts.
And you got to know his story too, as to why his training style is the way he is, and the way his father was with him, and how he looks at his boys, and he's got a whole thing to it.
And then
there's another one, and it's an older black dude with a gray beard, and his name is also Jason Williams or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I have to find the name because the names are that fucking close.
But this dude's James the Beast. I know this dude
the
right
Beast
here.
is different.
But I'm not gonna lie, man.
Yeah, this dude.
It's kind of different with your own kids, man. You know what I'm saying? So like you be knowing what your kids can take, especially if you got more than one. You know that this one might be a little tougher. This one likes this one after so and so they need to eat. So like no one knows your kids better than you. And if this nigga say, "Yo, my kids can take it," he's probably the best judge of what his kids can take.
To say so, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But then again, I guess there's going to be a lot more parents that probably don't pay attention to their kids enough. And
that's what I'm saying.
I think that's where I would go.
Yeah, like for me, like being a bad parent, speaking as a dad, is like replacing being present with money and gifts. Like to me, that's where it's just like,
that's tough.
You know what I mean? Like,
better than nothing. Listen, man, somebody raised Kobe. Joe Jackson raised Mike Jackson, right?
But he was there.
Somebody raised Kanye. Like there's
But I mean,
everybody.
like
everybody's different, and it benefits you in different ways. By you not having a father, maybe you found a father in Denzel fucking Washington, and that kid becomes the greatest actor ever.
Yeah, word. But that
no.
doesn't mean that the parent was
I'm
good.
talking about the dad though. Now that makes you, for me,
I
shitty
lost
for
the
not.
plot, my bad.
Okay, like what makes that's great that the kid ended up finding a figure, but I'm saying that makes the actual dad a shitty dad for not being there.
Yeah,
just being like, I'm paying the bills, but I don't want to be around you. I don't want to teach you anything. I don't want to see you walk for the first time or talk. And that's crazy to me.
Money
bro.
doesn't supplement actually being a father.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's huge, right?
Very huge.
I think that what I would say the biggest issue is not necessarily throwing the money and the gifts. It would be being distracted, like watching your children instead of teaching your children, right? Like too many people are trying to get their day-to-day activities done, and they're letting their kids wander. And they don't pay attention. I think most, not most, but I think a very large amount of parents actually are not paying attention to their kids. They're just watching them to make sure they survive.
Yeah, giving them a laptop or a tablet.
Yeah, they're just trying to clean the diaper, or they're just, but they're not actually trying to give they're not actually giving their child real attention.
So
yeah, they're
and
not
you can
molding
see
them,
those kids very quick,
because those kids are raising themselves.
Yeah, and you could see they will reveal themselves to you immediately. You
I
know
was
what
thinking
mean?
that the other day, bro.
Like you have to be able to give your child, like it doesn't mean that you have to. You still have to live your life. You still have to try to. You have to be a happy individual in order to raise your children the right way. So you still have to do things for yourself. However, there's too many parents that give their children zero real attention. You know what I mean? And
I felt like that was me growing up, bro, low key. Like I was raised with just, like my mom. My pops left when I was 8. And all I remember growing up is just my mom being able to make sure that the bills are paid and there was food on the table. But she never sat me down and spoke to me and like guided me in any way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my moms. But I don't remember. I just remember, like you're saying, I was just surviving pretty much. And then just learning from me and my brother and my sister and my homies in the street. That's how I remember growing up.
Because we're learning about our parents when we're older. We're like,
they're just
this
human.
is who you were. This is like, we don't really get, it's not saying you're supposed to know everything, but if I don't know nothing, You know what I mean? Fortunately, my mother did try to imply certain tactics to try to raise us better by putting us all in a room together and forcing us to talk. I've talked about this prior, family time. And then her and I used to sit at the kitchen table every morning before school and have a conversation.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like I got to know my mother really well through that, because you just know your mom is mommy, superwoman. You know what I mean? And then my father, I really still don't know much about him. You know what I mean? He just was who I want to ask my dad so many questions. Like, not that like I'm not at a moment of missing with my dad, because I understand who my dad is.
Right.
Now. You know what I mean? I used to kind of be upset with him, but that stopped in my like mid-20s. But I really don't actually know.
Bro, that just blew my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about my parents. Like, how were they in school? Well, what are they like doing growing up? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's wild. And so like what I mean by, I'll have conversation with my kids. I do have conversations with my kids all the time about shit that they really don't know shit about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm talking to them like they're like, when I talk to my son, I'll be like, listen, you have to figure out what patience is, because you're rushing into everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? You want to rush into this. You want to rush into this. You just asked for 17 different things, and you're only asking because you're looking for something to fill your time. Stop watching these shorts. You watch all these shorts on YouTube, Papa. You can't be watching these. And now he knows, like he doesn't really get what I'm saying, but I'm saying this to him pretty often.
Yeah.
But he knows if I walk in the room,
You're
he's
like,
off that short. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, Dada's coming.
Yeah.
Shut it off. You know what I mean? And it's just, maybe he doesn't understand right now, but give your child, like, let him know, let her know that you're watching them and you're paying attention. Let them know that. It'll give them a little bit of comfort. Like my kids are starting to fall asleep on their own, but like I'm still kind of like peeking in the room, like I'm right here, just so you know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's that. Don't let them just wander in the room and play in the socket and electrocute themselves or create some other shit. Like, don't miss that. Those kids, like, don't miss their childhood.
Yeah.
Don't miss it because you're too caught up. Like these phones, they really are super addicting. You've spoken about it. You got a viral clip of it, right?
Yeah.
They're so addicting that we really actually think that if we don't respond to somebody within a couple minutes, they might be upset. Or if they saw that you read it, right? Like, oh shit, I gotta respond because they saw that I read it.
Yeah, they read receipts,
right? Like, but it's just put that shit down.
Yeah.
And focus on that child. My kids get pissed. Like, I think maybe I gave them a little bit too much attention. Like, I think that could be an issue too.
They just love
when
the
I
shit
pick
out
up
of
the
you,
phone.
man.
They do.
When I pick up the phone, holy shit.
Oh, they see it and it's like, no,
Bro,
we need
my
his attention.
son goes bananas.
Dada.
Yeah,
Because y'all can hear it in the background. My son whipped the racetrack thing. This is the coolest shit though today, because he's got this racetrack. He pulled it apart. And yesterday I saw that when he put another piece on it, and he was like so excited. He's like, Dada, look, works. And I was like, oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty creative. That he added an extra piece to his little racetrack that's not from his racetrack.
Oh,
he
fire.
mixed another part, and then he made the racetrack different. So I was like,
Look
that's
at
pretty
you
cool.
Using your brain.
So then he
Yeah,
rips.
yeah.
So whatever reason, he rips this whole thing apart, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with that, you know. So, and I told him, Papa, you got to wait till a little bit later. You ripped the whole thing apart. I can't right now. Okay, I got to make some important phone calls. So I go. They're fed. They're chilling. Pick up the phone. I start calling. This dude walks in with a piece of the racetrack and like whips it against the bed. And he's like, Dada, fix my racetrack.
Oh shit.
And I was like, I was talking to Fred. I looked at him like, please don't ever do that again. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you one time.
Whips it against the bed again. Fix my racetrack. And I was like, yo, this dude is crazy. Fred, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Let me call you
know what I
back
mean?
real quick.
And I said, hey, you don't do that. That's not how you behave, right? But he wants my attention so bad.
Yeah.
So
That's
the
really all it was.
Yeah, I get that.
But what's really cool about it is after that, I ain't helping you fix your racetrack. Now, because you wanted to do that, Michael, you're overreacting. We're not fixing your racetrack until a little bit later in the day. You're not going to start off the day with the racetrack. So, anyways, get back on the line with Fred. I had my conversation with Fred about 5-10 minutes. This dude built the racetrack from scratch.
Dope.
Yeah. And he put like all sorts of extra pieces and made it way better.
Now look.
I was like,
Critical thinking.
Shit. Yeah, I was like, it's not really that simple of a racetrack to build, but it was pretty cool. It was a feel good moment.
No,
You know what I mean? It was pretty good stuff. But
You know, he's thinking, you know?
I do want to mention.
Go outside real quick.
Go ahead. I do want to mention that I don't think, and I said this while I was live, just because I say these things, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna take attention away from myself and think that I'm some perfect parent, because I am also a flawed parent. I'm learning.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got 3 kids, 4, 2, and 6 months as of yesterday, right?
Baby girl.
I know that I'm not perfect. Like, I know I get frustrated.
Show me a perfect parent, bro, you know?
Word, but I
show
think
me a
the
perfect
problem is what I'm getting to is this is
Have you seen Will Smith's kids?
very true.
I actually
fucked
fuck with both of them. I actually fuck with both of them, but you know.
But what I'm saying is I feel like a lot of parents think that they got it figured out though. I think a lot of parents are okay where they're at and they won't do anything to improve the type of parent they are. I don't think this is ever something that we should feel complacent in, that we figured it out enough. I think every day that we could obtain another piece of information or learn something new about parenting, we should be trying it. We can't just sit there and say, I'm a good enough parent.
Right.
If you could go out, and this goes back to reading, right? Go ahead, learn something new. Learn a new skill about being a parent every day. Try to. And you're going to learn something. You know what I mean? You might learn how to, there's so many parents that don't communicate with their kids. I hear so often somebody saying, I can't remember the last time I spoke to my mom. Can't remember the last time I spoke to my dad.
Yeah, it's just wild.
You know what I mean? It's like, damn, really? For real? Like, why not? You know what I mean? And I think it is the parents' job to reach out to the children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I also think it's the children's job to make sure they answer, especially when they're older.
Yeah.
But it's a skill that you could consistently get better at. And communication is probably the biggest mistake that people are making, that parents are making, that makes you a shitty parent.
Yeah, I
You know what I mean?
agree. Because a lot of times, not only do they not communicate with the kids, they don't really listen to what the kids got going on. Because like Kato was saying, you'll see situations where parents are like, oh yeah, I want this to be this way because this is how I grew up or whatever, not even realizing that the kids nowadays have a totally new situation. They got to deal with different issues. They got different
social media. Bro.
Yeah, social media. The big thing, honestly, is school shootings. Like that shit is so different from one generation to the next.
And sexuality.
What do you mean?
That's a big confusion. Look at fucking
nowadays word.
Look at Black Boy Max. Let's talk about it. No,
is he?
According
He
to
might
him,
be.
According to him, he's not.
He might be,
But he's a diva.
he said he might pop out
a-
gay one.
Oh well,
day.
there is
He's
a
a
lot
rock
more.
star.
There's a lot more feminine men nowadays for sure.
But there's a cloud of confusion, and maybe he really is not gay, but he has an affinity for the things that most gay people like.
Word.
And he could be nowhere near gay, okay? But he likes putting weave in his hair and painting his nails, and he wants to be a diva. That's his prerogative, not mine. That's all good and dandy, but I don't know. I think there's a certain amount of confusion because of what's in cartoons, because of what's portrayed in media, because of access to information outside of social media. There's certain things that are talked about on the radio, on a fucking public news station that kids are seeing and know about. Why do they know about Pride Month weekday? Why is that even a concept?
I mean, that it was, but they don't celebrate Pride no more.
It can exist. It can exist, but
Trump
why?
said,
but-
"Fuck that shit."
Who?
Trump.
did.
Really?
Yeah, he really did.
Do they actually follow through with it? Do the schools follow through with it?
No, they still have their own stuff. You know, they do different things.
Wait, they do what?
Oh, well, no, I don't believe it's pushed in schools the way
It never
before.
was. That's the way. That's what from what I understand.
No, I saw a lot of it. I mean, I don't know how real the videos were, but I saw a lot of videos of that stuff going on. That there was always the debate.
This year, because
I
they
didn't see them this year.
That's what I'm saying. Because they got rid of that shit.
He ain't doing
Wait, what are you
that.
talking about?
Pride and
Oh.
DEI
Pride
shit
in
in
schools.
general.
I
You know
think
what
they
I'm saying?
took it out though.
Yeah,
Pride
they
in
got rid of that
schools
shit.
specifically.
Yeah, my son told me they took that shit out.
Yeah. So I mean, to your point, I think the exposure comes more from the internet and social media in general.
Just access to information.
And I
bro.
think the solution to all that shit is always the same. You need to
Get 'em off the
communicate.
internet.
You need to talk to your kids. Ain't no getting them off the internet.
there's
There's no way
internet.
around it. You're better off just talking to your kids and seeing what's up. Because I mean, the
Well-
world's always going to be the world, and parents are always going to be needed to navigate their children through it. And the world will always change, and that's why we're always going to need parents to evolve and, like Dan's was saying, become better parents, so that way we can guide our kids through this ever-changing world.
New problem.
Absolutely. So what I was saying when you were out the room for a second was, I think a lot of parents think they're good enough, and I don't think you're ever good enough, right? Like, I think this is an ever improving situation. As a parent,
you learn as you go.
You should constantly be trying to learn. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if my kid's 20 or 30 or 40. I constantly want to learn a new way to be a better parent every single day.
Big fact.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. But I think, learning how to communicate is
now.
the key.
This is a touchy one, but do you think that cheating on your spouse and separating from her makes you a bad dad?
Fuck no.
Cheating on them?
Where are we going?
Like if you divorce, like if you divorce, and
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm just saying. Like, does that make you a bad parent?
I mean,
Dexter music.
cheat. Yeah, right. No, here it is. Yeah. But cheat, literally, I feel like that's two different things, right? Because cheating itself is kind of a dick move, and the older you get, you're supposed to be more responsible. So I get what you're saying, but
Yes, it's a question. I'm just.
But if you're not happy with your partner, there's no reason to stick with them, because
Absolutely.
I grew up with my parents separated, right? And I feel like I got to see the best version of my mother, and I got to see the best version of my father, because they weren't fucking arguing. And
But did you realize that when you were younger?
Probably not.
Yeah, I got to, because after a while, I got to see how.
After a while, so you started off by thinking one.
You
of
probably
them was
hated
the
your
villain.
dad or something, right?
No, not even, because most.
What was that?
You probably hated your dad or something.
No, I'm just saying 'cause most kids do. What?
Nah, because I don't really have much memories of them.
Did you hear some?
Yeah, I heard some too.
But I'm just saying. No, I'm just speaking on general talks. Like
what I noticed,
usually kids be like, "Yo, fuck my dad." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, what I noticed is that they were different. Meaning that, like, my mother's house had a certain set of rules, and my father's house had a certain set of rules. My father lived a certain way.
With mom.
My father had girlfriends and shit like that, and different people. My mother never dated nobody. You know what I'm saying? My mother had a house, my father had an apartment. Like shit like that.
The music is a little different.
Exactly.
The movies we watch. Right?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I got to see each parent in their own environment.
Yeah.
And
But you have both parents.
But I have both parents.
That's good. That's
Ding,
very
ding,
important.
ding,
There you go.
ding,
Very
ding,
important.
ding.
There you go.
So here becomes the great debate, because before people split, you have to consider
The kids.
right. I may not want to be here anymore, but do I also want to not be here so that the kids understand that I'm not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be in this relationship, but I do want to be in this family.
Yeah.
Right. And
I
it's
feel
like, well, if that person could just do the things they say that they're gonna do, I'll stick around for another 6 months, 1 year, 2 years.
But now you're
the kids get
bargaining.
older.
I don't know,
That's
bro.
how. But what do you think? People. But what are you gonna do? Throw in the towel the moment you catch into some fucking rough terrain?
I mean, that's the relationship itself. If you want to stay in it, but what I'm saying is, I feel like no matter what the situation is, your kids deserve the best version of you.
Sometimes,
so if you
that comes at the cost of you being happy with your significant other. You sacrifice for the sake of those kids. You'll endure a lot more knowing that the likelihood of these kids.
Great.
I don't want to play baseball. What was the shit? Go ahead.
But I like boys.
Exactly.
But
I hate that he made me say that.
Wait, you're a dad, right? Are you with your baby mom?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Damn, he
So-
said that with passion.
Yeah. What the fuck? God damn.
No.
But you guys.
So me and him could relate on that
Yeah.
because I have two kids, two different baby mothers. I'm not with neither of them, but I've been there for my kids since day one.
Exactly.
So I've had that experience of not being the guy that just dips and just never sees their kids again, or just they'll come or every now and then on their birthday or some shit.
Right.
I was
So you got a
always
Jon
there.
Snow.
Huh?
You got a Jon Snow.
Well, I don't understand what that is.
A bastard.
I guess.
Yeah,
No, I'm alive.
I'll tell you. No,
He's like, well, I can't admit to that. I'm not gonna say yes to that.
No, no. Well, I just watched this series. I watched all 8 seasons
Of what?
of Game of Thrones.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
Holy
eight straight
shit.
seasons.
I feel like you just started.
I did. I just started and I just finished. Goddamn it.
Your son watching this was like, whoa.
Yeah. He was like,
Who's John's fucking Snow?
Yeah.
Jon Snow.
Yeah, the second one.
okay, but my son is not a bastard.
Yeah.
I'm alive and well. But yeah, I mean, you know, again, shout out to the good dads, man. Shout out to the good. You had your dad? Or you have your dad?
Yes and no. He didn't die, so.
But did you grow up?
I didn't. He's still with us,
He's
right?
not a John
But
Snow.
did you grow up with
He just
both?
wasn't with
like
us.
in the same
My
household?
parents got divorced when I was 9 years old.
So around the same time as me.
As soon as I became around the age where I could actually know him is when he wasn't around.
Yeah, same with me then.
You feel me? So it went from like them being superheroes to them being strangers. I was mad at
crazy.
I was mad at both of them.
I
I wasn't gonna blame my mom. I wasn't gonna blame my dad. So I blamed both of them. So
I heard different stories when I was little. When my pops left, my mom blamed it on him. But then as I grew older, my dad blamed it on her.
my
So I
parents
was like,
didn't do that. Luckily, they didn't do that. But that made it more of a secret. So I resented them even more. Because now it's like, well, what was the big fucking hoopla? How come? Why did we just separate house and home? Like, what
so
the
your
fuck's
pops,
going on?
whatever, dipped, right? Did he start a whole new family immediately?
Yes and no. So, by law, there's a certain obligation you have to have. You have to go see your fucking children.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What are you saying? You can't just abandon your children because you don't want to. Because you want to break up with the chick.
My dad dipped and like just dipped, bro.
Well, that's a whole different circumstance.
That's what I'm saying.
You can, but not to say that you should or shouldn't. But he did what he did.
No, by law, you could do whatever you want, though.
Yes and
You got to
no.
just pay child
You
support.
can't just abandon children.
Yes, you could.
Well, you morally,
cannot.
Where?
yeah, I don't know.
You can't just leave your children
Yes, you
I
can.
mean, you
They
can.
to fucking to what? To just nobody? Like
No,
leave
no,
them in the
no, no.
streets?
No,
Like,
oh,
if you
one
s-
of the parents keep you,
So what happened? What happens
but
is
the other parent could completely abandon.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
really
Yeah.
up to the custodial parent to pursue the non-custodial
I guess you.
parent.
Yeah, 'cause then it's the
you
dad's-
could just,
I guess
you could just,
can
you could just
disappear,
kill
but
them
you're
for
not-
child
you're
support.
not
Yeah.
It's the
supposed to,
dad's
though.
obligation to want to be with the kid and then go to court for joint custody.
I
So
guess
I
you're
get
right.
to
I
see
guess
my
you're
child
right.
every other
I
week.
guess you're right.
Because what happens is a
Yeah, because
lot
I
of
was
times,
wondering because Florida is mad different.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's the law down here?
because what
in
happens
my
You go
is
world,
see your
that's-
kid right
Yeah,
now.
right now.
Go see him.
Yeah, a lot of times people get sued for child support, and then the person who's getting sued is like, "Well, fuck, I ain't gonna pay and not see my child." So now we got to figure out some visitation.
Well, a good guy would want to do that. Yeah, why not?
That's what happens normally. People. Sue,
I got a
yeah.
boy that's paying child support for like 17 years. Never saw the kid.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy, bro. I'm like, you.
Was it allowed
So
to?
here, by the way, chat, chime in.
Yes,
goddammit.
please. I know
need
there's
to talk
parents
with
in the
y'all.
chat.
Yeah. Maybe. But I had this conversation with a friend of mine. I don't want to put his name out there, but this is a real situation. A friend of mine has a baby mother and a child, right? And
Put it to live chat.
they're
real quick,
not
sir.
they're not oh yeah, click live chat from top chat. But they go from that nigga Kato be speaking on his hoe. Yes, sir!
Damn right.
Shout out Good Money.
Yeah. But hear me out. So I'm having a conversation with him and I said, listen, if what's happening with your child right now isn't good. They're clearly missing you and they want you around. I know that you and the child's mother don't get along extremely well. But you need to figure out a way to get around. And whether that means sacrificing a little bit of yourself, you have to do it because these crucial moments for your child is going to cost that child major. They're going to blame you right now, which is, it isn't to say that you won't be able to save it, but you'll never be able to replace what you're taking away from them right now. Because being present in the early phases, it avoids certain issues that you'll never be able to go back in time and fix. They will believe what they believe. And it could, look at me. I'm telling you a scenario where I thought legitimately I had AIDS because I was
you were
sweating
sweating.
at night.
Yeah, fucking
Right?
Yo, that's,
You know what I
that's
mean?
still hilarious.
Now imagine, like, all it takes is a little bit of information. It's just one thing. Just,
Yeah.
So
hey,
I-
you're tripping out. But that thought process lasted me years.
Yeah.
That thought process of a child not having their parent around is literally them convincing themselves, because they do, that I'm not important enough.
Yeah, it's their fault somehow.
I thought that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, my dad don't like me. He don't love me. There was 5 of us.
That's a lot.
I never thought that he doesn't love all 5 of us. I thought he didn't love me. You know what I mean? So when I thought about it, I'm like, this dude don't love me. He don't fuck with me. This is my dad. He's not there for me. And it you know, like my dad never, the good thing about my dad is he never tried to, like blame my mother for anything like that. He was just kind of like,
Yeah.
Michael. You know,
So
like,
I have a question for your boy's
Yeah.
situation. So is it the baby mother's not letting him see the child, or he's just not seeing the child?
It's just a bad situation. Sometimes she doesn't let him see him, but it's a bad situation. When they get around each other, it's always bad.
That's horrible.
So in those situations, what I recommend is, I don't think men do this shit enough, which is what I call the nuclear option, which is just take your fucking child. Just be like, look, man, you could give me my child. Not enough men say that, and most men that do,
you got to be clear. We're not talking about kidnapping.
not kidnapping. No.
Going through the proper legal channels and having custody of the child.
But that's weird to say, because
transferred
some
over
women
to
are gonna be like, "Nah, you bugging. You're not taking my child."
Nah, because there's a lot of times, right, where
You'd be
dudes
surprised, actually.
Dudes will be in a situation, hear me out. Dudes will be in a situation, right, where they're having issues with the baby mother, right? Where the baby mother don't let them see the child, or like the child support's fucking crazy, or they're all on some like crazy shit where like 1 minute they're cool, 1 minute they're not, whatever, and they're kind of using the child like
as
a
pawn. Yeah,
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
that, bro.
Or like you're getting low key extorted because she's asking you for money for this, for that,
and don't let you have a new girlfriend either.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, what most men don't say is, look, man, you know, if it's an issue, I could just take my child. I can keep my child for half the time. I can fuck the weekends or whatever. Give me my child for 6 months, or give me my child for the year, or give me my child for whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I don't think enough men do that because they don't realize that's even an option.
And they're not men.
Yeah.
And they're not real men.
A lot of guys think that they're good dads, but they're really not.
You can coach some men up to say the shit that you just fucking said, as fucking brave as it is, and she's gonna be like, with what job, nigga? What are you talking about? Like, take who, where, with what? You stay with your grandma. What are you saying to me?
Yeah, it's easy to say, but then when you actually have that kid with you every single day, you're like, damn, this motherfucker eats OD.
The truth is, some men can't, or some men won't fucking do that.
And
I have a theory.
Let me tell you men something based off of the information that was just given right here, right? There was something that sparked my mind to this. The other parent doesn't get to determine if you're a good parent or not. When you are in a situation with another parent and that other parent likes to use malicious words or like sayings and try to like put you down. Oh, you're not a good mother, or you're not a good father.
That's crazy.
They don't stop listening to fucking people that don't fuck with you, right? Like they want to drag you down, because that's what every bad relationship, every relationship that goes sour where the two of these people have a child, there's always that finger pointing.
Yep.
You're not a good father. You're not a good mother. That other person doesn't get to determine that just because they use a couple words and they think they understand it. Well, you didn't do this or you didn't do that. You should shut the fuck up. There ain't nobody like people like. There's so many like if you don't fuck with somebody,
there's never anything positive.
In every goddamn debate, people do it, right? Like they'll tell you that fucking again. I don't know who said this on our show. They were talking about the argument between LeBron and Jordan, and they said something dope. Who was it? It was just not too long ago. Might have been Jim Jones, right? He made some comparisons. Like people will start hating each other over that shit.
Oh yeah,
Freaky Zeke said some shit about that. Freaky Zeke said that. My bad. I didn't mean to compare y'all two together. My bad. But he said something. He was like, these people fall out over friendships over this shit. Like if you like Jordan and Jordan is your favorite player, right? And this is your guy. If somebody's going to constantly scream at you and scold you, telling you LeBron is it's okay. You're here. They're here. Don't fucking listen to the person. That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to them. Parents, they don't listen to each other. If you're at odds, that's it. It's okay. Don't let them put you down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so many times I am talking to men about the situation they're in, and I'm like, who cares what she said?
Yeah.
You think she was gonna say something nice about you? Oh yeah, but she be saying this shit about me and that shit about me.
So
who
what?
fucking cares? Let her tell her seven friends.
Well, no,
you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. People be getting scared, especially out here about the shit that could pop up on social media, right? Because these people out here be having like influencer pages and shit. Oh, they're gonna talk shit about you. Who cares if they're talking shit? Let them talk shit about you. It doesn't fucking matter.
I don't think that's the main concern. I mean, for some people, yeah, they're very concerned about what
people think about
it.
The social conception is
that think about that.
But no, but the from what I understand, because I'm not a father, right? Like from what I understand, the main frustration is not for what she tells her friends. Fuck what she tells her family. It's what you're telling my kid. Like that's the part that like I have you sitting in a motel with finger on the trigger. Like I can't believe she said my kid my kid thinks I ain't shit, and maybe you were already you were already feeling like shit, and now, nigga, what? You're putting that seed into my daughter, the most precious thing on this fucking planet. That shit'll have you jump crashing the fuck out.
Good Money is at the table right now, like Leonardo DiCaprio in that one meme. There goes Kato. He's talking that shit again.
Think about that. But I have to put myself in y'all's shoes because I really don't know.
No, that is true. I was gonna say that.
Nigga, like, that shit would have me doing shit.
The worst thing a woman could do, or father, is put something negative in their kid about the other parent. That you don't do that, bro.
Yeah, like my son be trying to come at my baby mother sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, and I be looking at him like, because he really be trying that shit sometimes.
Like defending you?
He just be talking shit sometimes. You know what I mean? And it don't matter what type of beef I ever have with her.
Yeah.
I be looking at him real quick. I'm like, you try that shit again. I put my hand across your ass, my boy. You better cut that shit out. You know what I mean? Because you can't. You cannot do that. You cannot encourage it. No. Your children should not be fed that information, period. Because let me tell you something. I do. This is why I said, like, I'm not about to sit here and pretend like I'm some perfect parent. I've had arguments. And I try to stop them.
Yeah, don't
in front
argue
of the children. Kids, you know what I mean?
It happens.
And my son told me the other day. He was like, "Dada, don't do this." And bro, instantly sucked the soul out of me. I almost like immediately cried. And I'm just like,
yeah. I tell people that don't argue in front of
you know what I mean? I was like, Papa, just so you know, like I always want the best for everybody. I'm having a conversation with a 4-year-old about something, and I'm like, damn, like. You can't argue in front of these kids. That makes you a bad parent.
Yeah, it's very hard. Very hard, especially if you're in the moment.
Yep.
But yeah, I advise people try not to, bro.
It's tough
because they soak that shit in.
Yeah, like a motherfucker. Yeah, but they pay attention to it, and they like you don't know who they're speaking to about it.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I mean? And telling them like, hey, this is going wrong, and that's the problem, because now you're losing communication with this child because they don't even feel comfortable speaking with you.
Yep,
that's what you don't want. This shit about other people with this shit.
I just saw a post today. It was like he was an adult. It was like some guy, right? He was like, "This is how kids be. Like they're just so honest with you." And he was like by a pool, and he was like telling like a random person, "Yeah, my dad beats up my mom. You want to see me do a cannonball?" Random shit. And you're like, "Wait, what the fuck did he just say?" So that's like an instance. Like, yo, you don't know who they're talking to or saying random shit that goes on in the crib. Especially when they start school.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, you're telling everybody our business. So yeah,
and when they don't understand what's going on.
Yep.
Right, like because sometimes they're like my kids, they'll think we're arguing when we're not.
Hello,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we'll be talking about something, like we could talk about something funny but passionate.
Yeah,
and they'll be like they're arguing, like stop screaming, and I'm like, what were you screaming about? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? So like that's why you got to be super careful. And then again, that stems from the idea that you argued before.
Yep.
Yeah, it becomes a pattern.
I mean? Yeah,
so
like it's
normal
just
in the house.
They're looking at you like, are you screaming?
Exactly.
Is this beef? Like,
you
what's
raise
going
your
on?
voice, and they're immediately gonna be like, "Oh, I'm scared." Or they're arguing. Like, nah, we're just talking passionately.
Yeah. So my dad and my mom, they were fighting each other over one of them. They kept saying Drake Kendrick, Drake Kendrick. You know what I mean? It's but that's the thing, though. It does make you a shitty parent if you're not. It's gonna happen. Mistakes will be made as a parent.
Nobody's perfect.
Exactly.
But you have to acknowledge that these things are going on. You have to pay attention, and you have to be able to at least communicate it amongst parents. And if it's not working, then you got to remove yourself from an equation that's causing more riots. So like, although I understood my boy's stance in staying away, I told him it's too dangerous of a game. You're noticing certain things that are going on with your child. So do whatever you can to make peace for now and be present, because that is the one thing that you're noticing the most. And that's what I want to encourage most parents to do. And yes, you could get into very sloppy situations and toxic situations. You'll know which ones are an absolute no-no. You know what I mean? You know what situation you can't go to. And that's when you got to be like, hey, you're, again, as a good father, if you claim to be a good father, now at that time, pull your children away. Your child away. Get your kid the hell up out of there. Do whatever you can to get. And there's you could go to court, bro. And as a father, you can't fight for your child.
I went to court fighting for my daughter for 3 years. 3 years, bro. And I was 18 years old at the time. It was crazy because when I went,
you were fighting for custody.
Yeah. Full custody. And when I went, I had full suit. Bro, I was looking professional, sharp, using big words.
Yeah.
Judge didn't even let me talk. He was like, shut up. And was only letting my baby mom talk. I was like, what the fuck? And at the time, she was a little unstable and I had a job. I had a crib. The second time I went to court, again, treated me like shit, like I was a criminal. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I started going like this, dressed like whatever. You gonna look at me like that? I'm gonna show you who I am then. And whatever, I went back and forth for 3 years, bro, and I finally won. And I ended up getting full custody of my daughter.
Was it the same judge that granted you the custody?
Yeah, same judge.
And did they have any words?
It's a long story and I don't want to get into it because it's personal. But something ended up happening along that time.
But did that judge ever change their tone with you?
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
That's
in the end, because of something happened. And I had to tell the judge like,
you should have known, motherfucker.
Yeah, pretty much said that.
Yeah, that's
I was like, look what happens. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it was literally like that, bro. Yeah. And I got full custody, bro. So, and I was that young doing that.
How did you know at 18 that you wanted full custody?
I don't know, bro. I don't know what happened. As soon as I had my daughter, dad mode kicked in. Because I was a wild boy, bro.
It's different when you got a girl, too. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I was in the streets. I was hanging around with gang members.
Bro, I was like with the concrete streets.
Bro, I was the type of person that if you said go hit that person, I would do it. You wouldn't even want to be my friend.
I won't.
Yeah, so then as soon as I had my daughter, knew me, bro. Knew me. It was I don't know what happened.
You know you're not in front of the judge still. Ever since I had my baby girl, I'm a new man.
Not that ass. And but yeah, and it goes to show you, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you have it in you, you have it in you.
That's why I'm asking that.
And that's what Dan was talking about. Always making sure to become a better parent. As long as you're with that mindset, it don't really matter if you got experience or whatever, because your heart's in the right place. Yeah. Like right now, like I'm gonna get back to your second kid. Like
no worries.
I'm going through a super great experience now because I'm teaching my daughter how to drive. So we got these like weekly driver lessons, and I take her from point A to point B and watching her progress and get more confident. We started it with drive around the parking lot. Now I got her driving in traffic, and we're just getting there. And of course, it's an opportunity for us to talk.
How often do you do this?
We do it every week on Mondays now.
And how long have you been doing it for?
Past maybe like 3-4 weeks, because she just got her restricts. So she passed all of the driving test and all that. So now I'm getting ready for the real driving test. So driving her on the road and whatever.
So how does it go down? You make her study, and then you say, all right, Wednesday's the day.
Yeah, because she got a job. So I take her to work on Mondays, and we pull over a little bit. We drive for about 20 minutes. And I just watch the progress every week.
McDonald's on the way home. So let me ask you, if you weren't the one to teach her, who would teach her?
Nobody, bro.
Do you know how stressful it is for a young woman to learn how to drive a car without a father?
She don't got a stepdad?
Who do you learn from?
Nah.
So it's just you?
Just me, basically.
Fuck yeah.
Who did she learn from?
And they don't teach drivers in school.
Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of moms out there that play double role, and they do it well.
He's saying force. Like by
general.
Force.
Yeah.
If it isn't
Mom's
the
about
mother,
to be coming for him too.
If it isn't the mother, it's that little fuck boy with the Mustang with the fucking hubcaps who says, you want to learn how to drive?
Like a random dude in the street?
Oh, you don't know how to drive? I know how to drive. Wait, you need a ride? I was just going to go eat something. You're not hungry. Are you hungry?
That's the lack of having a father.
So my whole point, that's what I was saying. How often do you do it? How long have you been doing it for? You probably get a little McDonald's on the way home. That is the best fucking time you can spend in your
I love that time,
world,
bro.
dog. Just that, as simple as it is, you getting a kick out of teaching her, you're actually spending time with your daughter. She's gonna always remember when I almost crashed? Remember when I fucked the gear up? And remember you told me not to reverse and I thought it was
and those
love you, Dad.
And the conversations now are probably mad different, right? Because you're talking to her more like an adult now.
Exactly.
Those are great, bro. Like my daughter's 19. Yeah, 19. And then our conversations are like amazing, bro.
Yeah, she be asking me like about insurance and how to fix her credit. Because now she's thinking more of an adult. Like, okay, when it's time for me to buy a car, what do I need to do? What do I need to know?
Listen, there's a point where it's important for your child to respect you as an adult. Because there's something that happened for me probably when I was around 12 or 13 where I realized the things they tell me are probably fucking right. Are probably true. Because
you'll learn one day.
It was a case where they said something was going to happen and I didn't believe it and I went and found out. And I was like, wow, I need to take your word more often.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. My dad taught me how to drive. Well, he also taught me how to file my taxes. My dad taught me how to change my oil. My dad. Over time, the difference that makes in creating that human being, male or female, is fucking insane.
Fact. Question: does it make you a bad parent if you choose a favorite? child?
No.
I think everybody kind of has a favorite child in their line.
It's,
person.
yeah,
I think they're being honest.
nobody
to be
wants.
honest.
Nobody wants to admit it.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite mom or dad?
Oh, he can't
Say it
say it
again?
on air.
Do I have a favorite mom or dad?
Would you pick between? Could you? Pick
Oh yeah,
between?
yeah,
that's
yeah,
easy.
yeah, it's easy.
Right?
But I
So-
feel like kids can definitely pick that easy. But it's just, but it's hard to
Why?
say it as a parent. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I like this child more than the
I
other.
like this one
Yeah.
a little more.
I'm not gonna lie. At the stage I'm in right now, I love them all the same. Right? Like the thing is, here's what makes it change a little bit:
You got a unit.
the communication I could have with each one.
Right.
Right? So like right now, I could
Trippy.
speak to my son better than I could speak to my daughter because he's almost 2 years old.
He's older, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I could speak to my daughter Maya more than I could speak to my baby because she doesn't understand a lick
So
I'm
it's like
saying.
there's levels.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that when you could have a conversation with them and it goes well, that's just cool moments.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially with them
What?
so young.
Yeah.
But he's my son is my only boy. I'll say this. I could tell I do favor him
I know you do.
because I be having these conversations.
It's okay.
No,
It's
no,
okay.
it's-
It doesn't make you a
aware
bad
of it,
dad.
though,
I could
so-
no, but what I'm saying is I could tell because I'll be having these conversations, and every time like my sister will call me out on it, because she'll be like, "Well, what are you gonna do with the kids?" I'm like, "Shit, me and him are gonna go over here."
Yeah, all you say is him.
yeah,
bro.
and I'm like, yeah.
Bro, I always get caught in that too.
Like,
bro.
okay, what about the
But
other?
it's because of the boy things
I
and
know,
the
I
training
know.
and shit like that. But I can't say it because there's times where like I could shift so quickly.
Yeah.
Where like I'm just Michael can't do anything right. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Where I'm like, no, if Amaya, you know what I mean? Like I'm on his ass about it because
Yeah.
I protect her. And then nobody could fuck with Angelina.
Right.
Nobody could fuck with her.
Right.
Don't touch her. Don't bother her. Don't make her mad.
Everybody stop crying right now.
Right now, for them, she's definitely the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like they don't know what to do because I'm like, whoa, don't touch her. Get away from her. Back away. You know what I mean? But I'm like that for Amaya too. So it's tough because they're so young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I did want to add this in here too. A bad parent. What makes you a shitty parent? Here's another thing I think. When you're with your children and it's something for your children, whether it be school, whether it be an event, whether it be a park, the time is for them, not for you.
Yeah, I fucking hate that, bro.
There's the attention.
Mhm.
Like there's parents, a lot of women would like the attention to be on themselves than their children. Like
Explain a
this ain't
scenario.
about your social media. This shit ain't about how you look. This shit ain't like dress appropriately.
They want to be the MILF. the hot mom.
Don't as a man, don't go to a child's event and drink yourself to death and get drunk and humiliate yourself in front of your children.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like if there's an event for children, let it be about the children.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Okay.
focus on the children.
It's
Too
like
many you can't be taking attention away, or you can't be like focused on your attention. There's too many people that are too focused
Yeah.
on attention.
Yeah.
And that shit don't mean nothing when it comes to your kids. Your kids just want to be loved
Yeah.
and go play with them.
Fucking dance.
You're
or
actually
You know what I mean?
embarrassing them, really. is what
Yeah,
you're doing.
embarrassing the fuck out of
something.
them.
You ever see those pageant kids? Where it's like the mom's putting
Yeah,
the little
yeah.
girls on
Yeah.
stage,
Yeah.
and these girls look fucking dolled up, makeup and spray tan,
That
and
shit's
it's
weird
like,
as hell.
but
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
crazy.
oh, it's more about the mother.
Yeah, they live
who
it vicariously.
wanted
to
to
the
be a
child.
cheerleader and wanted to
That
be a
goes
pageant
based off
queen.
of what you were speaking initially.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like don't take attention. Don't focus. Like I don't and I'm pretty sure most men don't, right? We'll think of it this way. Like if you go to pick up your child from school, right?
Mhm.
And a mother comes out looking bad as fuck, sexy and cheap clothes, you know what I mean? You're kind of more thinking, I'll smash, but you don't want your child's mother to do that.
Wait, what?
Well,
Where are you going?
Wait,
What do you mean? You go to you have a child with a
Yeah.
woman, and she's picking up your child from school,
Uh-huh.
but she's wearing some skimpy ass clothes when she goes to pick up your child from school.
Oh, okay.
Is that it? Would you want that as your child's mother?
No.
But
Okay.
here's
No.
here's one step further. Would you want your kids associating with that woman's kids?
No.
Exactly.
Also, no.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's another thing. Yeah. If you know that this other friend of yours is a piece of shit and their parents is a piece of shit, don't let your kids hang out with that
That's
little piece of
exactly
shit.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I'm
exactly.
You're
saying.
not having that sleepover when they got roaches and they're
And-
smoking inside
and
the
you
house.
already know them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
you're like,
sometimes you
yeah.
know people, you're like, you're not hanging out.
Yeah,
with
you're not
these
going.
kids.
You're not going to Deborah's. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
happening.
But
She smokes
but you
cigarettes
understand what I'm
inside.
saying?
That's
And
crazy,
it's the same
bro.
thing. Like,
That's crazy.
it's the same thing if a man that wants attention all the time or wants to make everything about him. You don't want that. You don't want the child's father to be taking a child to like a softball game if you know your dad makes the shit about himself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
drunk.
Has
It
a couple
happens.
beers,
Argue with the fucking coach. He does all this wild
Bro,
shit.
this ain't about you. It's about the
It
kid.
happens at
Yeah.
jujitsu.
It does?
Yeah, and boxing notoriously.
Oh,
yeah.
Because they come, but the thing is, it's always the parents that don't train. And they're like, come on, get up. Train harder, fight, get back up. What are you doing? Get push, fight, grab, snatch, pull, whatever the fuck it is. And it's like the coaches are like, we got it.
Yeah.
And the shit you're yelling out has nothing to do with what he needs to do. Can we coach him? Can we take care
But
of
he
him?
needs to use the jab.
You understand? Or they're overly protective, or like you've seen like the videos where the son might get hit too hard in football and the other dad comes out like, what the fuck, and grabs the little kid like. But he's protecting his boy, so it's like, who's in the right, who's in the wrong?
No, he's being a shitty parent. You're right.
Yeah,
That's what he is.
Well,
Point the finger, Kato. He's being a shitty parent.
Yeah. It is the truth, though. It's just, and again, that goes to why I even started boxing in the first place or fighting. Because I didn't want to sit there and put my son through something that I can't communicate with him.
Right.
You know what I mean? I could tell my son now, like, just listen to the coach. They're trying to get you right. Like it's gonna suck. But coming to me to bail you out of something that they're personally going through with you right now, I could only give you advice as I see. But this is why you have a coach. This is why somebody's helping you. Listen to them, learn from them. I'm going to teach you too the things that I've learned along the way. But you got to coach because you got to listen to coach.
But let's play devil's advocate, right? So at what point do you become the Joe Jackson or
That's what I was saying.
the King Richard? You know what I'm saying? Or the
What do you mean? Like you're obsessed with their greatness?
yeah, meaning that you're hard on them, but
you made an amazing fucking
exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
You see
King
something-
Richard's kids are who?
Venus
and Serena.
Venus
Okay.
and Serena.
I'm going somewhere with this. Joe Jackson's kids are who?
Michael Jackson.
MJ and
Okay,
Janet.
Floyd Mayweather.
Did they both start off black?
Whoa!
Answer the
Wait,
question.
what?
Listen, because I just saw a picture of Serena, and we all saw pictures of Michael Jackson.
But Venus is all right though, so it
but
doesn't really hold
so
up.
are some of other Michael Jackson's other kids. But I've never seen
They start off
two black people turn white.
Wait, who else is white?
Serena.
She turned white?
Look at pictures
Yeah,
of Serena
Serena looks
Williams that was
crazy.
posted today.
No.
Yeah, Serena looks crazy.
But what does that have to do with what he's saying?
Because
talk
I
about
think,
the
I
father,
think
though.
that when you are obsessed over your child's greatness, some bad things can happen, is all I'm
So
saying.
what
Okay.
about Floyd Mayweather Sr., which was my other example?
Floyd Mayweather Sr. and Floyd Mayweather Jr., obviously, look, I don't think that everybody that pushes for greatness is bad. I'm just saying you got to be careful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just be careful.
I'm saying,
But
is there a threshold? That's my question. to
is
all
there,
y'all.
is there, I think so.
She looks black to me.
Where? The
Serena?
post that she posted?
Serena Williams?
Now Serena looks crazy. She looks crazy.
I don't know. I don't see it.
She's
You
been
don't
bleaching
see
herself.
She looks black to me.
Type in.
Serena Williams white? You guys are horrible.
No,
it's
bro,
Dan
I'm not
to me.
horrible.
It's-
Look at this.
Like
Serena
this
Williams.
with the blonde hair? She
Bro.
still looks black.
This is Serena Williams, just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
She got a little shades lighter.
A little? I don't
It
like when
could-
people do that.
I don't know. I mean, she still looks black to me. She didn't do the full Michael. Is what I'm
Yes,
saying.
yes, she did.
No,
Bro, look at that video that she put up today. Or that
There's
somebody put
no
up with her.
way.
Serena was a
I didn't
absolutely
know
beautiful
this.
woman. I don't like what she did. Not gonna lie. And I'll say
Huh.
that shit. I don't give a fuck. Because that shit is so dangerous to me that I see that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, but the thing is, like, yeah, sometimes it's you're treading in a different path if you're like ODing and like beating your kids if they're not singing right or punching right. If you know what I mean,
Yeah.
that is kind of crazy. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, you made some successful motherfuckers, bro. So I don't see it as you're a bad dad.
No.
Unless you're
don't.
like touching your kids and like all that, that's weird.
Right.
But if you're just like being super, super strict, I don't see it. At least you're there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be worse.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason, dog. You could be extremely strict and your kid will go shoot up a school. You could be extremely loose
Yeah.
and your kid will go shoot up a school.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of having life, having our own fucking intuition, being able to make decisions, opposable thumbs, all that shit.
Yeah, we got
this is part of it. Your kid is gonna make decisions one day
on their own.
So what you have to do is, to Danza's original point and to your point as well, listen to your fucking kids.
Yeah.
See what's going on.
And try to be a better parent every day.
Every day.
And
just try to learn something new to be better. You're not
Tweak
good enough
things.
yet.
Yeah.
Every day.
You always got to look at that. Why we try to get better at everything we do.
Yeah.
I try to get better at podcasting. I try to get better at running a business. I try to get better at being a father. I'm trying to get better at in boxing, which is teaching me so much discipline to be a better father in return. But what I'm saying is, like, you should want your kids to be great. Just be careful and try to pay attention as much as you can.
Yep.
To what because sometimes you're pushing them and you're pushing them a little too much.
Yeah.
And you just don't want to stop that because you're just already in that zone.
Yeah.
Like, chill the fuck out. Take it. When in doubt, zoom out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Like,
like chill, step back a little bit. Look at it from a different lens. You know what I mean? Like
now, what makes a woman a bad mom? Because we're only talking about us.
No, we've
we talk about women.
said
Yeah.
men.
We did male and female.
Attention.
Selfishness.
Attention.
Selfishness.
You know what I
is
mean?
big.
Like
Selfishness.
there's a lot of shit that bitches be doing for attention.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Like,
I ain't gonna lie.
A
What about the
woman
woman
will
that-
take their kids out so they can be seen.
I think
That, and then what about the woman that, like, let's say they're not with their baby father, right?
Yeah.
And they leave their kid constantly with the grandma so she can go out.
Oh yeah, those are just
That's a whore.
That's
a whore.
He's been waiting for that punchline. What's been waiting? He's been waiting for. He wanted that the response. Whore. You know what I mean?
It got more and more
Look,
specific. 5'3".
Look, you have
brunette, Colombian women. What do they like to do? Yeah, whores. I knew it.
you can't just be pawning your children off to anyone.
Nah.
You cannot be doing
Especially
that.
now,
And
bro.
yeah, definitely. Especially now because you really can't trust many people.
Right.
Right. Like
Even the babysitters.
I don't even like
Even the
leaving my
fucking daycare, dog.
Exactly.
How many stories I done heard?
You gotta vet
Oh, yeah,
anybody
my
who comes in
kids have
contact.
never been in a daycare. So
But that's
far.
what's dope about your setup is that you are in a position where you can have them, you can homeschool them or have them be homeschooled.
Hell yeah.
And they'll be under good supervision too. They're not at risk. Because I mean, I don't know. It's tough. It's like one time we had a conversation about living in a gated community versus not. Rather, raising kids.
It's crazy. I
in a gated
remember that
community or not.
conversation
That's dope.
And now
on
you
the
got
podcast.
kids, which
Like
is
it's back
fucking
at the
nuts.
other crib.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dope. Been doing this shit for a while.
Yeah.
But has your opinion changed at all, or do you still see?
No, because I got those same words. It's the funny thing is that you mentioned that because I was like, I remember we talked about this on a podcast episode, and it started. The conversation was today because I was talking to my little sister about it, and I'm like, I don't want to not put him in a traditional school because I don't want to take him away from kids,
I don't want to censor him.
but
too
I
much.
also I don't want him to be around shitty kids right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's unsafe to do it so early.
Yeah.
Plus, I know my son.
Yeah.
Like the one thing I can say is I am around my son at least 19 to 20 hours a day, bare minimum.
Such a blessing.
So
dog.
I
That's
know,
a super blessing, bro.
I know what he's like.
Yeah, yeah. So having
You know what I
him,
mean? I know for
more
a
than he
fact
knows.
if-
yeah,
I
having
know
him
for a
with no
fact
parents
God
in a
bless
school,
Michael.
Lord
it's gonna
knows
be
what it's
bad. It's gonna be bad. I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I just know my son is not.
cost.
I told my other friends that are like me, they raised their kids the same way
Yeah.
because they had kids at older ages.
Yeah.
Both of their kids have been kicked out of school so far,
Oh my.
and they're not
God.
even 5. You know what I
Go
mean?
dirt
So-
bike?
Yeah, so like I know my son, if he's sitting in a desk,
Yeah.
he's gonna get up.
gonna get
not-
bored.
Yeah, he's just gonna get up.
Oh yeah, because their attention.
And then he's
is
gonna
like,
turn around, he's gonna be like, Dada.
At
You know
my
what I mean?
house, don't
And
gotta
there's-
Yeah,
fucking-
imagine that having a kid sit still for that long.
Yeah.
Impossible.
My son is
not
not doing it. Because also my son has never had a phone or a tablet. Like he's got the TV, but he's never had a phone or a tablet.
Right.
So you can't my son doesn't even know what sitting down in the same place is. He doesn't even do that when he eats. You know what I mean? Like he'll get up, he'll start talking to me, and he tricks me all the time too, because he'll have like a pretty good conversation. Yeah, right now his thing is Dada, got a great idea. And then he'll tell me his great idea.
That's
you know what I
awesome.
mean?
Yeah,
His
yeah,
great
yeah.
idea is never a great
It's
idea.
never a great
You know what I mean?
idea.
Dada, got a great idea. Let's go on a dirt
What
bike.
you got, bud?
That's a great
Dada,
idea.
Great idea. I want a plum. You know what I mean? It's a great idea. Let's go swimming. You know what I mean? It's just like, we're not doing that. No. You know what I mean? But like, you can't tell him shit because he told you it was a great idea. So, hey, I started off, preface it, great idea. But yeah, it's tough because I don't want to take him away from certain things. But I also want to stay true to what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And if I do that to him, I don't know if his initial experience right now in a school is going to go so well. You know what I mean? And I think I'm going to make him hate schools because I forced him into a school too early. You know, so I want him to be homeschooled where it's like more of a private, like, Michael, you have to sit down. You know what I mean? There's only one other person here. It's just me. So you don't have to go up and bother all the other kids. Because my son, that's it. Like, he sees other kids, he's going to be like, come on, get out of your seat too.
So, how you feel about sports then?
Love sports. I love the idea of sports, but I also like that one-on-one thing.
Because I put my daughter in karate and shit early too, and it's a good way of socializing your kids, teaching them discipline. So even if you homeschool, but still have them in some sort of team sports.
Yeah, exactly.
I do want to start off teaching him more one-on-one sports as well. Okay. Because I want him to develop his own personality. And not to say I'm going to do this forever. I think at 6 years old is when I'll let him go into all the other, like I don't mind putting him in soccer. I just know that he didn't like soccer. And then if my son doesn't want to play well,
but he's so young. You don't know if he likes it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
I know
like,
that, but that's what I'm saying. I pulled him out
things.
because I'm like, I don't want to force this little dude when he's sitting there telling me, like, when he was done, he was done. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, Poppy, come on, let's kick it. And he'll walk with me. And then, like, he'll get near the ball and he'll just drag his legs. And I'll pick him up and I'll try to kick the ball with his legs. Oh, my God. Still not working, you know? He's just like...
Kids are funny.
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, now I look like an abusive parent. So, Michael, get up. Don't embarrass me. Kick the ball.
Bobby, stand up.
It's like, kick the ball.
So, boom.
Kick the ball. Amaya, get over here. Kick the ball.
Signs of a good parent. I would say, and because it just came to me now, that one amazing sign of a good parent is an education, giving your children an education, because no matter what happens to Michael, regardless of social interaction, what stage he gets to encounter that, if he's smart, it doesn't fucking matter. Now, if your kid's a little fucking dim, you're trying to integrate this kid into some formal setting where now he has to sit up straight and fill out the paperwork a certain way, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And he's behind, and now it's hard for him to fit in because he also is behind, and he's insecure about being behind. It's an issue. Now, if your son comes in there with his head high, I know my ABCs, motherfucker. What's up? It's a different story, and it changes the social class that starts in pre-K. The bigger kid or the smaller kid or the girl or the nice kid or the shy kid or the loud kid that comes from the loud family, the shy family, the family that eats a lot of food. All that shit counts for something. But again, if he's smart, when he will be smart, he can be in any room, at any school, at any state, in any fucking country. You take him to Europe, and again, this motherfucker knows his ABCs.
Yeah. I would say, and I think that's why it's been so such a grueling process. Like, trying to find the right school. I've been emailing back and forth now, and I'm like, damn, like, I want this to work because I think about that, and I think it is important that if you are a good parent, that you're finding a way to educate your children the right way, especially just observing them and what will work best for them. What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, so you're talking about what makes a good parent, like in the what you see in the parent?
Well, we just talked about what a lot of shitty parents are. So what's a good parent?
Yeah, that would be one quality I would say is giving your kids an education.
Yeah, definitely. I was gonna say teaching your kids manners and socializing them.
Yeah, that's very important.
Because when I meet a child with manners,
that falls into that.
That's the first thing I'm like, oh, you must have a good parents because they taught you how to. You know what I mean?
I've gotten that all my fucking life. It saved me with a few teachers that maybe I wasn't behaving in class, but they're like, you know,
look like you have.
This kid's not
manners.
A fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like this guy knows. He put his book bag in the cubby and his shoes went here and he folded the paper and his pencils are lined like.
Because someone has to show you that.
He's not a bad kid. He's just acting out maybe. Right. So I would get grace because I come without passing the test or not. My mom taught me how to fucking shake a hand and look somebody in the eye.
Yeah, facts. Exactly.
You know, I teach that to my kids.
Yeah. Street smarts, bro. I've learned some of the. My mom traveled for a living and my dad worked construction. So nobody was home. And latchkey kids, me and my sister, we walk home, let ourselves in. Whatever the fuck we decided to do, I lit a few fires in the background. You know what I'm saying? But I learned how to do laundry. I learned how to clean properly. I learned how to get shit done, how to cook for myself and clean a chicken and, you know what I mean? Put some rice in the fucking rice maker, things that other kids my age had no clue about.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And your parents showed you how to do that?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Because out of necessity, they're not there to do it for me. So it's like, listen, y'all need to know. And why come every time I come home, there's no the chicken's in the freezer and the laundry isn't folded and the toilet is dirty. Yeah. No, these are the things you're gonna need to learn to do if I'm here or not. What if I die someday? You ever have your parents give you one of those?
Yeah. I won't always be here.
Yeah, I'm not here forever. Yeah.
So and fast forward, you know, life happens. There hasn't been a situation that I haven't been able to get through because my mom made sure I can wipe my fucking ass, brush my fucking teeth, fold my clothes,
and communicate with people,
and enter a room, and you know,
And that's what I was gonna say, because both of you bring up great points. If you ask me any day, I could just say the manners, or I could say the education, what makes you a good parent. But since I don't want to say the same thing you guys said, I will say communication. Teaching your kids how to talk and how to listen. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able, like, you want your child to be able to articulate themselves. You know what I mean? They have to be able to communicate.
And have high self-esteem.
Yeah, and you want them to be able to also listen. Yep. And be humble enough to listen. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta listen. You gotta learn how to talk. You gotta listen. You gotta teach your kids how to communicate. If you teach your kids how to communicate, they could get themselves into situations and out of situations.
That's what Kato was saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
What you got?
I think you guys covered everything right there, man.
Like a good parent. Fucking Jordans. I used to be so mad. It's like, my parents don't love me. One pair with 2 pairs of shoes. That was it.
I think you guys covered it right there, man. I mean,
what's something you're proud about as a father, like you personally, to your?
I think it was or is the time that I spent with him. Yeah, because I don't want him to live how I live.
That's the thing, though. Good,
you know what I'm saying?
Spending time,
quality time.
Because like I think about it, like, damn, the way I grew up, I would never want my kids to go through what I went through. It did build character, and I learned a lot from what I went through. But I'd rather teach them and not have them go through that. And then my kids are very smart.
Well,
bro.
I guess you could put it like that. Then that would be a great way to put it. Teaching kids from your mistakes.
Yeah.
So they don't have to go through it.
Yeah.
Humans are gonna want to learn on their own, because I always tell people,
but we learn on our own better, right? Because, like, don't get me wrong, you're gonna still hit that wall. Yeah. But you might not hit it twice, because as soon as you hit that wall, you're like, damn, my dad told me this shit.
Yeah.
You know,
I tell people
this
all
is
the
why
time.
I hit the wall.
Yeah.
You know,
like being a parent is this. You try to teach your kids as much as you can, right? They might not listen, but your point is to at least try to say it and tell it to them, because they're gonna want to make those mistakes. I did it. You know, there were certain things that my mom was like, "Yo, don't do that," and I still did it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, I should have listened." So your purpose is at least teach them, and then if they want to listen, they don't. If it is what it is, but
they're gonna get mad.
At least they're gonna hear it.
They're gonna get mad at you. They're not gonna like what you always have to say.
Of course,
saying it. You gotta. That is everybody's problem. This is a situation that I fixed a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but a few years back. That, like, I still wrestle with it sometimes, because I'll be speaking to somebody about something and I'm like, damn, I want to say this, but I don't want to hurt their feelings. Right. You know what I mean? It's just like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, this is life, and this is the way shit works. I just did this shit before we started the show. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you can't not say it. So it's like,
exactly. So, like, but I also think it's just important to say things the way it is, because everybody, right, has their own lives. So when you're talking to your children, they do have their own life. You have your own life. You know what I mean? But you have to be able to speak to them from daddy and the individual that you are. Yeah. Or mommy and the individual that you are. So, like, you're never can you expect every conversation to go well. Yeah. Right. I'm so nervous because, you know, like, I could have a conversation with my nephew today that won't go over so well. And I'd be thinking, like, what is it gonna sound like when I bring this up to my son, or I bring this up to my daughter? Right? Because a lot of people won't tell their children what they want them to do at certain times when it's not really something that you want to ask, like, go clean your room. But you don't want to piss off your child. So it's like, I gotta find a way to approach my son about cleaning his room.
Yeah, there's
You know
ways
what I
to
mean?
say things.
Yeah. Like, and there is, but at the end of the day, you gotta go out and say it.
Yeah.
Hey, come here. You're not gonna like what I'm about to tell you, but you got 30 minutes.
Right.
30 minutes to do what? You got 30 minutes to clean your room, or you're not gonna like me for the rest of the week. You know what I mean? Like it just is what it is, and it's a lot of people just because they didn't learn that skill early on to how to communicate. That shit's terrifying to them. You know what I mean? So I see friends do it to each other all the time. I see that shit happen. Where do we see it happen the most? Business. Closed mouths don't get fed. They just don't get fed. And these motherfuckers will walk all over you. I learned that situation in business early. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, well, you got shares, stock, 15,000 shares of stock. This company's going to go through the roof. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm cool with going from $50,000 a year to $10 an hour. Cool. Let's do it. Got 15,000 shares of stock. But guess what? Within a few weeks, I'm like, this dude's full of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't be making, hey, come on. I need my bread or I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I can't do this for much longer. I don't trust you no more. Right. It's like, oh, I don't trust you. Everything you're saying starting to go in here, one out the other ear. I don't trust you. You're starting to bullshit me. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that lesson taught me, well, don't try to do that shit in return to people. Yep. Right. So now I always make sure that I communicate. You know what I mean? It's tough. And especially in the business that like when you're in finance in any way, shape, or form, and you're talking to people about like trying to get them raises or whether or not people deserve promotions or bonuses or what, like that, it's a tough conversation to have with anybody in any business. But sometimes it's just like, hey, you're not as good as you think you are.
I remember the first time,
you know what I mean?
First time I had to fire somebody, same thing.
You didn't want to say it to him? It
was just about, it has to be done. So it was like, what's the best route for me to take? What's the best way for me to land this plane? Like the plane gonna land, whether I like it or not, whether he likes it or not. That plane's gotta land. So when and where?
That's crazy.
There's a certain etiquette.
How did it go though?
It was fine. I mean, I just basically, it is what it is. I'm the type of person I operate off of truth first and foremost. And when I have that back in me, I don't got shit to worry about. It's usually on you because I got the truth on my side.
How'd you let it down to him? Like pack your shit?
Well, first you give him an opportunity to fix it. Because if you're unaware that there's an issue, it's not necessarily your fault. But once I make you aware of it, you now have a responsibility to repair that or to fix that, to do better, or to show me some ounce of fucking effort to where I can say he deserves to be here another day, week, month. If you're not giving me that, then what the fuck am I? I'm wasting my time. In fact, you're costing me money, quite frankly.
Right.
And you already cost me money because that's why we're having this conversation in the first place. Otherwise, it'd be all good. I'd say rock the fuck out. I'll give you enough rope to hang yourself. As long as we're making money, take as many fucking cigarette breaks as you want, whatever helps you perform. You know, come in late. Go pick up your kid. It's daddy-daughter day. Go fucking do it because your numbers are where they need to be. You're handling business. So anyways, if you're not, it's just about how do I tell you that you're not? There's certain expectations that I have of you. And now that last time you didn't know, we wiped that off the table because I let you know you didn't do what you were supposed to do. This is me keeping you accountable. It's not about me. It's about you. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, it's crazy that you got to talk to another grown person.
No, but
like
it's
that,
not.
You know?
But it's not. It's not. It's not that fucking crazy. I'm not saying it's for everybody. I'm not saying everybody's good at it or knows how to do it. But what's right is right. Now, if I have to fire somebody because of something other than the truth, that's when you got to dance around. That's when you're like, hey, how you doing? Everything good? Okay, let's do a meeting in a little bit. That's when it's different. It's pent up because you know, fuck, I gotta fucking drop a bomb on this nigga, and he's not gonna like it, and we're friends, and we just had a barbecue. You know what I mean? But if it is what it is, then it is what the fuck it is, and I'm sorry, dog. I still love you. No hard feelings. Don't be mad at me. It is what it is. We did what we could, and didn't I tell you about it before? And you didn't do what you were supposed. That's how I do it. That's one too many tries for a lot of people.
It's tough because, you know, you're taking someone's usually only means of making money away from them. And it's happening right there. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, it's definitely not simple.
It means more to them than it does to you.
But if they're fucking up, they're doing it to themselves.
Early on, like so that when I started managing and they told me I could fire people, I fired like 14 people the first day.
For no reason?
It was reasons.
Okay.
They were trash, and I knew it all along. And I was hoping for the moment that I could get. I was like, bro, like I'm a manager, but you guys said I can't fire or hire
That's
nobody.
OD.
Like I know I could bring a better team than this.
Okay.
And I literally was just, I was so hype. I called everybody to the room, and I was like, you.
No.
Let's all have a meeting real quick. And they all walked into the room, and I'm like, you're all fired.
Hi, guys.
And the people, I know it was the right decision because it was immediately, yeah, right, nigga. When I get outside, we gonna see what's up. We gonna see what time it is. I'm like, that's why you're fired.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
why
mean.
you're
Like
outta here.
that's exactly what's going on here. Like,
Oh, God.
I'm like, don't fall down the stairs and don't get hit by a bus on the way out. So that's literally how my career started with it. But as time went on, I realized like it is a sensitive thing, but you have to say it and you have to do it. Because you when you get that sense as an entrepreneur, if you're a good entrepreneur and you care, you know when somebody is detrimental to your business.
Yeah.
You know when somebody who just doesn't perform is dragging the entire team down.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like you don't.
That's the
They
worst.
don't bring
That's the
people
worst part.
Yeah, they don't.
Cancer,
You can't let it drag on.
you got to nip that shit in the butt.
That's just like cancer.
That shit will sink your whole fucking business. No bullshit.
Yeah.
Like if you're if you're an entrepreneur and you venture out so much so that you take on the responsibility of employing 5 to 10 people and they need $50K a year to I have to generate how much just so y'all can eat? Y'all don't give a fuck about me.
Yeah.
And then you're not performing?
Yeah. No matter
Brother?
what, you want that paycheck every week.
Yeah, yo, whenever he hits the brother.
Yeah, now having a business, that's a whole other topic. That shit is crazy,
Listen,
bro.
a lot comes with that. But so
Hell
I'm
yeah.
sticking my neck out. I'm ensuring my office space and making sure you guys have parking spots and you guys have a Christmas dinner and you guys have a Christmas bonus and a this and a birthday and all these other things. And you're not converting the fucking shit.
Yeah.
What
You
am I
gotta
doing?
go. Yeah.
But so like if you really want to get into it, it gets expensive because now I have to figure out the dollar amount, what it's costing me to train you and retrain you.
Right.
And each mistake costs me more money than it costs you. It's just a mistake. You're worried about losing your job, but
Oh, wait, so that's why some people rather just keep the fuck up than try to look for somebody new? Because it takes too long to train and all that?
put it like this. I used to own an insurance brokerage, right? We had a lot of clients that would call in. Certain clients call in for the most fucking stupid shit, bro. Just my small questions that they could easily call their carrier or fucking ask ChatGPT. I had to figure out every time that my customer service agent gets tied up with an appointment with this person to help you out with nothing, I'm paying them a dollar amount. That 15-minute time slot from that hour, from that salary, from whatever I need you to do throughout the day, you're taking an accumulated 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 extra hours out of this person's day that I could have them using creating more money versus costing just to speak to you about a fucking ID card. You understand? So everything costs money. You get what I'm saying? So if somebody repeatedly wastes your time, repeatedly wastes your product, repeatedly lets customers leave, or they have a bad experience, you're costing me money. A lot of money.
Absolutely, yeah. It's and people just like
And then worse, if
when
they're
you're
spreading that with
running a
other
business,
workers.
part of being a good business owner is knowing when to separate from people.
Yep.
It really is. And then you go like it's just a perfect correlation, like the perfect conversation to tap into from being a shitty parent or a good parent to being a good boss, a good entrepreneur. You got to know when people are just like they're and look, sometimes we're unfortunately stuck with some people until you find a better option. It does happen. All right.
Gotta
Happens
pay
a
the
lot.
bills, baby.
But
And then there's the other side of the game when good people leave.
absolutely.
Because that's not a phrase I've heard before where it's like you don't get to keep good people, you get to borrow them. Because if they're good,
They're gonna get their own shit.
Exactly.
They're gonna go where they want it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
They're
that.
gonna keep on progressing in life.
Yeah.
That is true.
A good quote between bosses and employees and parents and their children as well. It's hearing is a sense, listening is a skill. So we can all hear by default, but for you to listen intently, actually listen to gain something, that's completely different. That's something that you got to work on.
Do you have all these quotes just in your brain?
I listen and read self-help and
That is
actually,
amazing.
Listen, dog,
You don't have like mad fortune cookies in your pocket. You're just like
because
self-help is huge.
Listen, bro, I want to be the best version of myself for when I do have kids.
No, it amazes me how you
know how
could like
ill my
retain all
kids.
that.
You know how because that shit was real to me. That shit hit. if it strikes a nerve, listen, you hear lyrics that you like and you like, nigga, what? I love that song. Money over
That
bitches
is
for
true.
real.
It's like you can remember
Pussy,
a
money,
rap
weed
song,
for
why
real.
can't you remember quotes?
Listen
You'd be
to
like,
some
"Yes, a
audio
bar,
books.
Come on.
What
Listen to some
audiobook you said
audiobooks,
that was?
motherfucker.
I don't know what book that was.
Oh,
but-
okay.
But sometimes if I just hear something, I'll hold on to
you
it.
hold
I'm
on
like,
to it?
damn, that's fucking deep. Because that's like a cool way of me remembering some great fucking information.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you always know when to
just
pull it
because
out.
it rhymes. Well, no, but that's fucking good. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's a great quote.
I have to have things to tell these people when I'm firing them. Shit like that comes in fucking handy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yo, hitting them with a quote before you get fired is nuts.
right.
Listen, sorry it didn't work out, but hearing is listening is a skill.
Take that
And
with you.
know,
Yeah.
Take that with take that little gem with
cheer
you.
up. You give him the knuckle to the chin. And hang in there, kiddo.
Fix his hat.
By the way, you know what's funny is what you got to know the people. As a good entrepreneur, you have to know the people around you, right? And fortunately, I am the entrepreneur, the main entrepreneur, I should say, because we're all entrepreneurs of the Danza Project. And I definitely know when Orlando's had enough and he's ready to leave.
Listen, it's in my peripheral. I don't want to say nothing, but
I hear it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, guys, we got to wrap this up.
Yeah,
Well, it
guys.
is 1:30 in the
And so,
morning.
unfortunately, guys, we do have to
Yes.
wrap this up. Next time, I think that's a good way to start the episode where we left off.
Yeah.
Right there. And I think it should be called, next episode, let's call it self-help.
Yeah.
And I say that because, like, and I'm talking like Trump now. Trump hands out. All right? Let's call it self-help. Let's call it self-help because it is important, you stupid people, to help yourself. So I started my self-help journey when I was like 17.
Yeah.
Never left it.
Yeah.
I used to go to Barnes and Noble every single day
It's good, man.
and just book
Love
after
that.
book after book after book. It just turned into audiobooks because I'm way more
Yeah,
busy
you're
of a
busy,
person.
yeah,
now,
that
you
makes
know what I mean?
sense.
But self-help is so important because there's always something that we can improve on.
Thanks.
There's always things that we're thinking. We know we wake up every morning with certain thoughts and we go to sleep every night with certain thoughts or certain fears. Eliminate those fears by educating yourself.
Don't y'all want
know
to
what
be
I mean?
better?
Right.
That's what it came from for me. I didn't graduate college, but
Me
I wasn't
neither.
gonna be a fucking fool.
Yeah.
So I helped myself.
Yeah.
Like no bullshit. There was in no realm of the multiverse was I gonna be in a room with somebody where I felt inferior
Facts.
because I couldn't keep up with the lingo or I didn't understand what was actually being said. Or if me and him do this all the time, especially when we have a guest, we can speak over them. Him and I will be saying something and we're like, and the guest is like, huh? We'll be
Yeah.
talking about fucking NST or some shit. but like what we like it's a thing.
No, it's good to be educated so you can have those.
I'm not talking about educate. I'm talking like just being tapped in, just being
Yeah.
aware, just knowing what the fuck's going on.
Right.
Knowing what's being said without being said at all times.
Yeah.
Like there is a skill to that. And it's a
Absolutely.
trait you pick up in sales, but yeah,
And in the street.
and in the streets. Sales.
Well, guys, go ahead, Orlando, say it.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. You guys have a great night.
Yeah, there you go.
It's been another
Yeah,
trip
it's been an
to
awesome
Orlando.
episode. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tune in every week to TDP Reacts.
Fuck yeah.
The Danza Project Wellness.
And be a better parent, goddammit.
Go
Stop
to
being a shitty parent.
kick.com/The Project. Sign up to Kick too. That's where we'll go play music and be a bunch of motherfucking assholes and shit like that. But y'all be safe. And again, we love when y'all tap in with us, so keep doing that. It's been another fucking historic episode of the Danza Project. Yeah, let's get out.